So here we go. Marin, we'll start it off with the
Yes,
first card, or first fight on the card, UFC
yeah,
283. What you got,
yes,
bud?
sir. So we're starting off the prelims, as you all know. Like I'm gonna just do what I can of the tell of the tape. Joe, you can finish it off and then give your opinion. So first up, we got Simon Oliveira from Brazil fighting against Daniel Marcos from Peru. Daniel's making his debut. Oliveira's coming off a loss. Oliveira's older, 31, compared to the 29 years of age of Daniel. Oliveira is 18-4. Daniel is 13-0, so he's undefeated. Daniel's also taller, 5'7", compared to the 5'4". But Oliveira has a better reach at 72 inches compared to the 69. The last thing that I have is the significant strikes per minute that I got from ESPN, where Daniel holds 5.4 significant strikes per minute, while Oliveira only 2.73. Now, if we look at the odds, Oliveira is the favorite at minus 170. Daniel Marcos is the underdog at plus 134. I don't know about this one, guys, but I think I'm going to go with Daniel Marcos since I don't know much about these guys, but the significant strikes per minute kind of swayed me there.
Okay, so I was pretty honest this week, or I'm trying to be pretty honest. I worked on a bunch of content and trying to track the fights and working on the website, but I did look at some of them pretty closely, and I highlighted a lot of them. I looked guys up, found what I could. I didn't watch a lot of whole fights, but I did get on these guys, and I'm going to be honest, man. I think Daniel Marcos is going to get, like, it's supposed to feel like he's getting a push or a favor from the UFC, but I don't think he is, man. I think his 13-0 is padded. I don't think he's fought real competition. I think it looks better on Sherdog than it looks on tape. He doesn't put guys away. I mean, like he finishes guys, but like he's not going out there monstering on guys. Like he's not going out there being overly dominant, putting guys away in the first round. And guys that are any level of competition have taken him the distance. I mean, he could win. I'm not betting on this one, but I don't see it. I know Oliveira. This is his second fight off of the Dana White Contender Series. He won on the Contender Series, and then he lost to Gravely. And like in the Gravely loss, like he was taken down at will. There's no question about that. But I mean, he was going for submissions. Gravely was able to take him down, but he was able to try and stay alive and keep surviving. So even if Marcos does get him down, I don't know that it'll be enough. I favor Oliveira in this fight. I have him marked in the Fanatics app to win, but no bets on him. I think Trace had it up first. Go ahead, buddy.
Oh, buddy, I taped this fight, man. You said you wanted us to make sure we get at least 4 that we focus on. This was one of mine. I think this is going to be violence, pure violence, bro. So I taped Simon Oliveira. He's got nasty front chokes and he's very aggressive, but he lacks defense. He's very hittable. He walks into punches. He has sloppy, wild stand up, and telegraphs almost everything. In one of his fights, I watched him throw a spinning back fist to a spinning back fist to a flying knee to a spinning back fist. Um, yeah. He concedes takedowns for guillotines. Like, if you shoot on him, which I didn't see much of Daniel being a wrestler, it seemed like he was more of a stand-up guy. But if he shoots a takedown, he's going to get the takedown because he is going to pull for a gilly or a front choke. He throws naked leg kicks when he's tired. He's powerful, but he's not the fastest. Now, Daniel Marcos, he had strong leg and calf kicks, great timing on his up kicks. He's an excellent counter striker with nice timing on jump knees. He has good head movement with very fast hands, solid takedown defense, and get up game. It seems like he gets stronger throughout the fight. For me, I think Marco stuffs the takedowns and keeps the fight standing. Give me the plus 135 dog. I'll also hit the decision no bet prop as well because I think he does finish Salman Oliveira.
Man, nice contrary argument. Vinny, go ahead.
All right, here's my dilemma. I like Marcos, but he's a fucking Canadian. Ain't no way I'm betting on him. You know what I feel about Canadians.
Bro, have you seen that guy? That guy is not Canadian.
Bro, he is like, isn't he like Peruvian or something like that?
It says you're Peruvian. Yes, that's what I mentioned on the websites. I don't know if he is half Canadian, but it might be.
So he's training out of Canada?
We gotta go easy on the Canadian fade next week, boy, because our guest speaker is Canadian next week.
All right.
Oh, thick skin. Fuck that. Thick
Sound
skin.
like you were smoking on something from up north. I mean, you
So
sure, man? I
is he
mean,
train?
the eyesight was a little off
No,
there,
hey,
buddy.
so I just looked it up real quick. It says that Daniel Marcus is Peruvian. He probably is training. I'm looking right now, but he's most likely training out of a gym
In Canada?
in Canada. Yes.
Okay, that's why he's got the Canadian flag up. All right, well, I don't know, man.
Well, on topology, it's the Peruvian one. I don't know what
I
you.
saw it on.
Yeah, on BetMGM, it's the Peruvian flag too.
You
Sure,
I
probably
saw
dog,
it
can
on
sure
see
dog
that.
is
I
The
saw it on
Peruvian too.
ESPN, but you know what? The Peruvian flag does look like the Canadian flag, so maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, especially when you old with bad eyes and you're not wearing your glasses.
I don't need glasses, Joe.
Gotta have them
That's you.
cheaters. Hey, you gotta have them cheaters, bro.
That's you. Well, yeah, maybe like I said, the Canadian flag does look like the Peruvian flag, so maybe I'm wrong. So maybe I will take that guy then. I thought he was Canadian. Never mind, guys.
I just looked it up on ESPN.com, or the website that Joe gave me, which is also ESPN, but it's for the MMA, and it's for sure Peruvian.
Okay.
But I don't know if someone else can back me up over here.
Yeah, so the cool thing about the BetMGM app is it tells you where they're from and it tells you what time every fight is going to start.
Oh,
So,
yeah,
like,
but Vada also does that for me. So each fight is like 30 minutes off, right, Joe? Or something like that.
Well,
And
you could get that off FanDuel as well.
Hey, we'll fight y'all on.
the
Fight,
first
brother.
one, you made it in time.
All right.
Oliveira
So can I
versus
just finish
Marcos.
talking then? I just want to say the other thing that I also wanted to check is, come on, man, it's Brazil. You know, Brazilians are gonna fucking win. Most of the Brazilians are gonna win. So there you go.
I will say this: I do remember one card where they went to Brazil and only 2 Brazilians out of like 10 won. So
Oh
I
wait,
mean,
yeah, and
I
two of
understand the
them
how
fought
narrative.
long
each
ago
other or
was
some
this?
shit.
This is the tailor-made era, though, man. This is like the Bellator era, though. Like, I mean, UFC just has hand-picked fights now in this era, though. You
I'm
know.
pretty sure it was the fight card that Colby Covington made his come out party on with his persona, whenever he called them wild animals.
Yeah, see, that was like the ruthless aggression era, though. That was the legitimate era, you know.
So I gotta say this, guys.
He
DJ
said
did
the
hit me in the
ruthless
inbox,
aggression
and he did
era.
say that.
Yeah, I like that one.
You hear me? DJ did hit me in the inbox, and he said that once football season's over, he will be making his debut in the MMA community.
Who DJ?
That's
DJ,
awesome.
the Degenerate 75, the guy we just had as
Oh,
a
okay.
guest. So
Well,
we might
hopefully
be
he
we
finds
might
a
want to
home
stay out
here
of it
on
then.
Tuesday nights, man. That'd be
We might
cool.
want to stay out of there. He gonna take all the money.
Hey, guys, so Vinny, you want to finish your point, or you're done? Sorry,
No,
didn't want to
my
derail
point
everyone.
is I'm taking all the Brazilians I can, man. Putting them all on the fucking
I mean,
parlay.
but I'll say this though, Vinny. Like, I'm just saying though. I'm just
All
saying.
right, go ahead.
There's always like an ugly duckling,
You,
like one or
you do.
two,
You're
you know,
right.
like on each
You're
card.
right on that. Not all of
Mm.
them are gonna win.
Yo, I will say this though, Vinny. I do like a lot of the Brazilians' narrative aside.
Yeah, like you know. Well, I'm not gonna say anything until we get there, but I mean, I'll wait.
Go ahead, get it in,
Bro,
Pepe.
wait. Pepe's got his hand up. Go ahead, Pepe.
Well, I was gonna say, West, they might have the ugly ducking in the main event this weekend. You never know.
True that.
So you talking
But
about against Iggy?
Glover.
no, Hill.
Oh, you talking about Glover?
Hill versus Glover. But because he was saying there's always one ugly ducking, and for the narrative piece, for one of the Brazilians is certainly gonna lose. For this fight, I actually kind of lean over. I think the only finishing sequence that could happen here would be Oliveira submission. He's super durable. Like, he's dumb durable. He's never been finished before, and Marcos really doesn't hit that hard. Um, the way I see it playing out is Oliveira is probably going to win the first round. Um, I think that'll be his best chance to get the takedowns going, and I think he will go for the takedowns and pursue the grappling. And there is a chance he can grab a submission early. Um, then I see him slowing down at some point between the second or third round, and Marcos will have a chance to take over. Um, but I think the over is decent just because I don't see Marcos finishing Oliveira, and um, if the submission is the only finish, um, I'm not going to rate that at happening at a super high clip. So over and then live bet Marcos, but Oliveira pre isn't too bad.
Yeah, give me the over. I was peeping that. Hey, y'all see the his resume, Marcos. That nigga fighting niggas that got like double digit losses and shit. Like I don't know. They look. I was going through his shit. They look like man.
Yeah,
We could
Marcos or
probably fuck them
Oliveira?
up. We could probably beat their ass.
there's no one on the Peruvian regional scene. That's a problem.
Oh yeah, that's probably what it is. I'm like, damn, these niggas look like bums.
Oh, bro, he's got So he comes out of Sparta. The competition in Sparta MMA is just not. It's just not. It's that simple. It's just not. Wes, what you got?
Now, being that I have like been a part of a Oliveira fight, I will say this though. I can agree on all of the points that he said about Simon, though. Like, he's incredibly hittable, like ridiculously hittable. Like, I mean, as far as his sub game, all he has is like a freaking gilly. Like, that's it. Like, remember, all he did was just like spam gillies on Bradley, like the whole fight. So I can say that, like, every time he's standing up with someone, like, it can be argued at least you may not have to have that much power to put him out because he's that hittable. It can be argued at least. So I'm like, are you guys that sure that he can't put him out? Because my thing is, Topic Joe, initially you were really high on this Marcos guy. You was like, man, I know I'm playing him knockout. Like, you sure he's got pillow fists, man? I mean, because this guy, he's very hittable.
No. I don't think he's got pillow fist. I just think he's not. I don't think he's fought anybody, bro. I like he's. Yeah, I just don't see it, bro. Like
Bro,
he like we just look at the people he's fought. There's nobodies, and like it's man. I don't mean to say that about fighters. It's just like you can look good when you're fighting low level competition. I just don't see it. I don't see it translate, man. I'm not betting this one. We're killing two dogs here, to be
yo,
clear.
Joe, just let me say this real quick. You ain't gotta have heavy hands when my man's so aggressive he walks onto everything.
Yeah, that's the problem. I'm not gonna let you put me in a corner to really defend that Oliveira is
No,
good.
no, no, no. I'm not. I'm not
Because
going.
I'm
I'm not
not.
trying to pin you, brother.
I'm just saying. I think Marcos is fake hype. I don't know. I think he's the dog for a
He
reason.
do move good on
Uh,
the cage though. I give him that. He moves good, so I say that.
yeah, he does. He's got good footwork and highlights. I highlighted him. I didn't watch whole fights. I mean, I guess I did watch the majority of the last one where he went off 3 rounds though against the guy. Anyways, Marin, what you got next, bro? That's 13 and a half minutes of fight. That's way too long. Go ahead.
Especially when we just keep on backing up our same points. But you're right. Next up, we have women's featherweight, number 15 ranked Josiane Nunez. It's hard to comprehend how there's a number 15 ranked at featherweight. But anyways, she is fighting Zara Fairn dos Santos. These are both. Oh no, wait. Josiane is from Brazil. Dos Santos is from France. 9-1 is the record for Nunez. 6-1 for Dos Santos. Uh, 39 years of age for Dos Santos. 29 for Nunez. So that's 10-year difference. Dos Santos is taller in every aspect, 5'8" compared to the 5'2" of Nunez, 72 inches in reach compared to the 67, and 42 inches in leg reach compared to the 37 of Nunez. Nunez coming off a win. I don't know. I think Dos Santos may either making a debut or something. And then the betting odds say that Nunez is favorite at minus 550 and Dos Santos plus 395. I don't know much about these ladies, so I'm going to take. Oh, I've seen Nunez fight, but I don't know much about the other ladies, so I'm going to take Nunez.
Man, I really hope this is Wes's lock of the week because this fucking fight is hand fucking made for Nunez. Like, you couldn't make a more handmade fight for somebody. Like, It's so she's fighting so much. So she throws good volume. She's got 7 KOs. She likes to hit people. She'll land 2 to take 1 every time at minimum, and it's more than that. The she's fighting a woman that gets fought that only been in 2 UFC fights, but she's average getting punched 6.5 times per minute. Significant strikes. Absorbs 6.5 significant strikes per minute. Like, it's a crazy high rate. Um, Zara is gonna get hit. She's gonna get hit hard. She got KO'd by Felicia Spencer. Like, man, I'm just not impressed. Nunes has got to be the lock of the week. I don't know a better way to explain how certain I am that she is going to win. At minus 850, though, like, I don't feel like I'm getting over on the bookies at minus 850 at all. Wes, go ahead.
All right, so a little background information at least. So this is Von Vinny's area. This is technically like this, not technically, sorry, but this is like Brazilian versus Brazilian because Farah is actually like an honorary Brazilian at this point. She's with Team Figueiredo. She's been there for like 3 years or so now, working on her wrestling at that. So with that being said, no, Josiane is not a lot, not at all. Her line is ridiculous, and there are certain reasons. Now the striking differential that wouldn't be accurate. Actually, she was ground and pounded. So that's why. But on the feet, she was actually beating Felicia Spencer on the feet. Technically, she's a good striker. The problem is that she has had bad takedown defense. And once it can get to the ground, she can get finished. Is Josiane going to take her down? No, unless she added that to her game or something. But historically speaking, she doesn't have any takedowns. I actually think that, in my opinion, I'm on the over. So this was one of those things where, like, if we go ownership, like I butchered it though because I locked it in early. I got the negative 175. I don't think Josiane is going to finish her. I think the only way that Josiane could finish her is like maybe a gilly when she goes for a takedown. I strongly assume that Farah is going to go for some takedowns because she even shows it on her social that she's very happy about working on her wrestling now. But Josiane doesn't have any submission game off her back. This is something where I think people are just assuming Josiane finishes her. This is not the same situation as B. Malecki. Really, she's kind of very technical. I think that it goes to the cards, but I believe that it can be close when it goes to the cards because I think it's a matter of which one does the judges prefer. Do they prefer the aggression or do they prefer the technical aspect of Zarn? But I definitely think that she will wrestle her. And I think that the only finish would be a guillotine. That's it, in my opinion.
You thinking Split City?
Yeah, I think it gets to that, honestly. Like, again, I really do think that it hits the cards. I just think people just think that this girl is a can. I kind of knew people would think that, but it's like she's only getting finished by people that know how to do what they do on the ground. Like, if you look at, she fought Kavanaugh, for instance, as an example. Her only issue, and this was particularly in my notes, is that she can take off on the volume a little bit. So it's like, okay, like against Kavanaugh, right? She came out in the first round, got a takedown. She also was high on the volume, and she took off on the volume in the second. So got a little too technical. She still should have got the decision win, but it was also in Kavanaugh's hometown. They gave Kavanaugh the win. So I'm thinking that, yeah, it could be a little split. I don't think Josiane runs through her. Hell no. I don't believe that. No.
Vinny was next. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was looking at this fight, and Nunez is like the more she's like the more of a bulldog fighter, while Zariam or whatever her last name is, Sarim, she's bigger, but she sucks. She's got better reach. She's an ortho, but she's never won in the UFC. She's been fighting forever since like 2017, and I don't know how she won those fights, but I mean the 2 fights that she fought in the UFC, she looked horrible. So this is one of those fights where, you know, you got the little bulldog against the bigger dog, but the bigger dog doesn't know how to fucking fight. So what do? Maybe like Wes was saying, take the over or take the goes to decision. Split City, yeah. This one's, I don't know, doesn't smell good to me, but it's not a for sure lock. That's for sure.
I actually love the over, like Wes said. For me, she should Nunes shouldn't even be in this weight division. She's 5'2", fighting at 145 pounds. Like she's just not cutting weight. I mean, she obviously hits hard, but I mean, you're not going to put girls away that easy in that weight class. I mean, I don't think she's as powerful as everybody thinks she is. She fought most of her fights, so most of her knockouts came at 135. Uh, I don't know. I do think it goes to a decision, and I honestly would not be surprised if, with that 6-inch reach advantage and her being able to take the punches, if she wins. But I do think it could be a split. I think it's like Wes said, a lot closer than people think it is. I don't think she should be no second walk to the cage fighter should be a -800 over anybody.
Pepe, go ahead.
Yeah, and I agree with a lot of what's actually been said today. I think there's a ton of square people just like piling on Nunez ITD because they see that Farron has been finished in her 2 UFC losses, but she was fighting true 145ers. Nunez is not a 145er. She's tiny. She has terrible cardio. Um, the you know there is some risk to it because Farron is just fucking terrible on bottom. So like if it somehow did get if she did get her down, then it's probably a good game because she is a little bit of a quitter if she's on bottom, and I don't think she's gonna survive hammer fists. But I kind of I agree with the over. I've been waiting to play it because it seems like a lot of people are trying to play Nunez ITD the under 1.5. So I've been waiting on the over 1.5, and I'm probably gonna degen a little fair decision at plus 900.
Yeah, you guys are talking about it going to decision, and I just looked up the line, and it's 1.5. It's not even 2.5, so that almost seems like a gift in itself.
That's what I believed from the
So
beginning. Like I said, I just
so it would be an over, right? It would be a one and over 1.5. That's a gift.
yeah. I think the one over 1.5 is free money. Like
Another thing you got to take into effect, like finishes in the women's weight classes don't happen that often. I mean, they do happen sometimes, but you're more often to go to a decision than you are to get a finish in a woman's.
You're right on that.
Zion don't move her head though.
Also very low level fighting too. So it's not like they're going to one's a killer. I mean, one's been painted to be a killer, and that's why she's favorite.
Yeah, how is Nunez?
Bro, does everyone think she's like this knockout artist because she knocked out that tough girl?
Well, no, she does have a lot. She does have most of her wins by knockout, but I mean, it's regional scene and it's in Brazil.
Yeah, but I mean, still 7 knockouts and 9.
No,
wins.
you're wrong. But I mean, what I'm saying in the UFC, you're not.
And let's be clear: 3 of those are knockouts, not TKOs. Knockout. 4 of those are fucking knockouts, not TKOs.
She's not this knockout. I mean, because I bet her against B. Malecki, for instance. Like I was on her there. I said she was gonna knock out B. She's not this like crazy knockout. She didn't even knock out the Asian girl, for instance. Like she is not this crazy knockout artist that like people trying to make it to be. And there are some of those kid knockouts that are ground and pound. Like if you go and like really watch the regionals, they're just ground and pound. Like some of them for real, she actually got tired because the girl was grappling her, then the other girl gets grappled, and then she grounds and pound the girl out or whatever. Like, so don't get it twisted. She's not this crazy knockout artist. Don't get it twisted.
Hey, so just for the picks, I am gonna pick Nunez, but honestly, like it is too juicy at -550. I will not take that. So most likely, as a betting man, I'll just take the over. I didn't know that it was at 1.5, like Andrew said. So that's pretty solid right there.
Yo, Wes. I mean, I know you like Zion. It seems like you taking that side, but bro, do you not see that she don't move her head, bro? It's like that's easy target for Nunes.
Bruh, do you not see that she's a midget? Like she's not gonna just hit her like as small as she is, bro. Like Zahn manages the distance very well. Like that's one thing Zahn does do when she gets to strike. Like the women that she fight, they try to take her down for a reason. Like she's very technical. Like to her credit, she initially came from Gon's camp. Like she knows how to strike. That's not even the issue. Like her ground game is horrific. Like that's it. But her striking is good. It's not bad. You know, like
Let's be fair. Also, the two women she lost to in the UFC have both fought for the belt.
I mean, they literally took her down. Like, I mean, if a person thinks that Jocelyn is going to evolve all of a sudden and shoot for a takedown, then hell, so be it. Like Pepe said, then hey, fair game. She gets her and she gets on top. I would say, yeah, she's going to ground and pound her out. But I haven't seen Jocelyn shooting for a takedown. Come on now. If she did, cool. She's going to get her. But striking, if they're just striking, no, she's not going to run through her. She's just not. It is what it is. But I like I'm told you, I'm on the over. Like, that's what I'm on.
Where's the over 1.5? Because I only see a 2.5.
Yeah, it's at 1.5. Like if it's, I think on some books it might be 2.5 currently, but yeah, it's 1.5 on most, I think.
Nah, mine for me it's only opened up on DraftKings at 2.5. Everywhere else is closed. Like nowhere in BetMGM, nowhere FanDuel, nowhere in BetRivers.
Yeah, because I got mine on Bet Online. I think Pepe got his on Bet Online too.
Bet Online. It's 1.5 right now, minus 110.
Yeah, I got Bovada, and it's also 2.5. So maybe closer to the weekend, I can get that other option because I usually do.
You boys using betonline.ag by chance?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I use.
You know, that's the book being investigated for being in on the fix with Kraus, right? .ag, .argentina. That's the book. That's the book putting the fucking. That's why they got the earliest odds on every fucking thing, because they were deep in pockets with James Krause. He was helping people bet for them and shit. It's crazy.
That was a different book.
I thought that's betonline.ag. I know it's a .ag.
No, you're thinking about the ABC one, I think. What is it? Isn't it ABC?
Oh, is that what it is? ABC.ag?
Yeah. Yeah, Bet Online, that's like Costa Rican.
Gotcha. Oh, well, I know the AG because reading that story is when I learned the AG is fucking Argentina. That's when I learned that shit.
Oh, like I always read that.
I thought Argentina was AR.
No, for .AR.
Yeah, .AR. That's what I saw for a country code.
Oh, well, I got a Krause issue thing we'll read later. See if I'm wrong on it. Anyway, listen, we're 14 minutes on a 6-4 versus a 9-1 midget. Marin, what you got next, bro?
Hey, as long as you don't track my location, I'll take either of those books. But anyways, next up, we got welterweights. We got another Brazilian, Warley Alves, who's 15-5, 32 years of age, taking on the Danish Nicholas Dalby, 24-1 with 2-0 contest, 38. He's coming off a win. Alves is coming off a loss. Alves is taller, 5'11", compared to the 5'10" of Dalby, although Dalby has a better reach and leg reach. 74.5 compared to 72 and 43 compared to 42. If we look at the odds, Alves is slight favorite at minus 125. Dalby is plus 105. This is basically a pick 'em, and I think up to 2 days ago when they updated this on the UFC.com, it was the other way around, so you never know. In this one, I'll take Dalby on this one.
So I didn't give this fight a lot of time at all. I will say on tail of the tape, like statistically, this fight is so close. These dudes everywhere. I think takedown accuracy or takedown defense for one of them is the only offset. The other stats, the other numbers are razor close all the way up and down. But I didn't give this one any time. I don't have a real pick in it. Wes, go ahead.
All right, sorry. So you know what? I'm gonna actually pull what Trace does, because why not? Like this one was one that I had taped well ahead of time, so these were my particular notes. I have him at plus 120. I said Worley has body kicks, leg kicks, takedown upside from the clinch control, and submission upside to win. Considering Dalby is up there in age and declining with his own cardio issues, does not push a great pace, and is not a knockout threat, it is fair to say he won't fatigue Worley to negate any success Worley has. It's hard to pin down a finish or not for Worley because his fight IQ is a bit sporadic. Generally speaking, Wally takes what is there against his opponent. If he is facing someone that he can bully, he will close in very fast on them and aggressively. However, there are times he just stays on the outside. If, let's say, the opponent may have a wrestling threat, at least that's my theory why he has done that. I reiterate to specify that the most apparent things that Dalby does to get exploited by Alves is leave his lead leg far out, which opens him to strong leg kicks, puts himself behind the black line, which opens himself up to be controlled against the fence, which Wally is good at, frequently initiates the clinch no matter if he is disadvantaged in that area, and he allows body kicks to slip through because of his stance. All these habits play into Wally having his type of fight and the advantage as a result. So I think this is pretty easy fight for Wally, actually. I think it's a pretty easy fight. I think it's just a matter of whether he gets the finish or not. So, yeah, I'm on Wally. I got him at plus 120.
You actually taking him? Just asking to ask.
No, I have him. That's what I'm saying. I have him at plus 120.
You got him at, oh, you got, I heard you. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Anybody else on this fight?
Yeah, I bet Elvis too. I end up getting plus 147, and I'm like damn near certain he's gonna win round one, and has a good chance of finishing him in round one. He's hard to trust, but like they were giving us plus money on it. I had to jump on that. Um, if anything, like I'll bow out live, but I know he's gonna win round one, and pretty sure he's gonna finish him in round one also.
Nice take. Very nice take, Pepe. Anybody else?
Bro, you
Got
know
you.
what I've noticed? So Wes and Pepe like tend to agree on a lot of stuff. I think they think the same, and I
That's my
like it. I mean that in a good way. Like they
that's
think very similar, and they're both extremely intelligent. And
I
I can listen to these two speak all fucking night.
on
that's
on
my brother
every
from another, man. That's my guy, man. Like he secretly defends me with all the haters.
oh yeah,
That's my guy.
hell yeah. The only thing we disagree on is Cheeto, but we won't get into that right now.
Cheeto
Oh
gang,
God,
motherfucker.
no,
Cheeto
no.
Fuck yeah.
gang.
That's right.
Vinny, go ahead.
Cheeto forever, baby.
Cheeto heads all around here.
Hey, I like what I say is I don't know about this Wardley fight because of he's being knocked out. Randy Brown knocked him out. Jeremiah Walls knocked him out. I mean, those are pretty good fighters, but
Brown
I don't.
triangle choke.
Yeah, he won against the weaker guys. I kind of don't like. This is the one Brazilian that I don't like out of all of them. But
Oh,
I mean,
stop it. You don't like him because you think the mush is gonna mush him. Stop it, Vinny.
yeah,
Stop it.
you
Stop
know
it.
the mush is
Nah,
gonna
I
take him.
know you. That's why
You
you
know
don't like him, bro. You're
yeah.
making up reasons now in your head because you
No,
saw
no,
that
no,
Clint
no, no.
has him. Come
I'm
on now.
just saying that. I just saying he tends to lose to good. And I'm not saying that other fighter. What's his name? Walby. No, Walby's the Brazilian guy, right? Hold on, I gotta look at his name.
Man,
Worley?
y'all act like Clint got
Where's Walby?
superpowers. That nigga ain't got no superpowers.
No, I definitely don't consider that superpowers. I don't know what the fuck why we is calling it superpowers.
It, wa-
Uh,
it was Dolby.
listen,
I'm sorry, it was Dolby. Though Dolby's the one that I mean, I saw. He's only lost once in the last last five fights. I'm sorry. So I don't know, man. I'm taking Bobby on this, or I'm going with the over.
Nah, cause
Well,
when
you
Clint
also
got somebody he picking, y'all be like freaking out and shit. Like, oh, Clint got this
you
guy.
also have to remember that he has more than one loss. He lost to Jesse Ronson. He got rocked and choked out in round one, and it got overturned to a no contest for a failed drug test on Ronson.
yeah, I was gonna say,
Who
is
was that?
that pre-juice or post-juice? What
That
was
was
that exactly?
that,
That
that
was
was
that was pre-juice. That's why he got busted. That's why he got overturned because he was on steroids.
Well, that's why it says no contest.
I
yeah.
got one quick
Yeah.
question for Pepe while we on this though. Hey Pepe, what sub do you like? What finish do you expect? Because I'm torn on whether he finishes him or not. What finish did you expect? A Gilly?
I like
Uh,
Robin like Gilly.
I could see like what happened with him against Ronson, where he gets rocked, and then the club and sub. So, um, however it formulates, I don't know how it's going to happen, but I think the striking is going to lead to the submission.
Okay, I like how y'all thinking because I think this might be a situation like I had took what's his name Claudio to sub him, and sometimes it just works out that way. Okay, so I'm gonna get your ass back. I can just go ahead and take him to sub him then. But I just knew that
I'm just sticking with the money line though. I don't want to get too cute with it. I just want to make sure that I hit the plus money.
Yeah, if you're gonna
And
do it specific, I'd go out inside the distance, like not submission specific.
yeah, because he could fold the body kicks like Lizez did to Elvis.
Alves' leg kick, his best. Alves' best weapons are his body kicks and his guillotine. He's got. I mean, he got Colby in it. I mean, dude's got.
Yeah, he got Covington.
he's gonna kill him with those body kicks. Like that's the first thing I spotted when I was taping. Like he's gonna murk him with the body
They're
kicks.
nasty.
I think that's a wrap. I think we're on to the next one, boys.
Nah, Vinny got his hand up.
Well, I need to take it down. Sorry, I already talked.
All right, guys.
Joe must be gone. Go ahead, Mary. Moves on to the next fight, brother.
All right, so next up we have lightweight. This one's gonna be a good one because everyone likes it. We got Ismael Bonfim from Brazil, 18-3, 27 years of age, fighting against Terrence T-Rex McKinney, 13-4, 28 from the US of A. Terrence is coming off a win. Bonfim is making his promotional debut. Terrence has a better reach, 73.5 inches compared to the 71 of Ismael. He fights switch, while Ismael Bonfim is orthodox. Significant strikes per minute, I have 5.67 for Bonfim and 4.7 for Terrence. While your takedowns averaged, I think this is either per fight or per round. It's only one for Ismael. I think this is per fight because then we got 5.11 for Terrence. So yeah, I believe that should be per fight. This is basically a pick'em. Terrence is the favorite right now at minus 125, and then Ismael is the underdog at plus 105. I'll be taking Terrence. I'm riding with my boy Terrence. Unless Joe wants to go, but I don't know if he's busy. If not, Trace, you can take it away.
Well, let me jump in because I'm not making a pick. There's going to be several cards on this fight. For several fights on this card tonight, boys. That I'm a fan of a fighter in the fight, a sincere fan, and I don't bet them fights. I'm a sincere Terrence McKinney fan. I believe in don't let your heart get in the way. I really believe he can knock anybody out if he can slow down, if he can pull it together. Um, he fucking rushes like he's in a street fight every time, though. It's like the bathroom fight between classes. Like it's got to get done right now. If he could slow down, man, I love this
A
guy.
good analogy.
But man, Bombfield is no fucking joke. Like he's got good hands. Like I don't know, man. I worry. I worry for Terrence here. If he can get it on the floor, if he can or get it on the ground, I think he can probably have his way with him because he's strong when you get somebody on the ground. I think pretty much I don't want to say anybody in that division, but anybody at the level these boys are at in that division, rankings wise, I feel like, he could probably hold them down. Um, I don't know, man. I'm very worried for Terrence here. My official pick in the app is Terrence because I'm a fan, whether I get burned on it or not. But I'm very worried for him. Trace was up first. Go ahead, bud.
Bruh. So I am a Terrence McKinney fan. Been a fan since before he made it onto the Contender Series. I knew who he was going on to it. With that said, I'm taking Ismael via KO. I think he is going to do like you said. He rushes, bro. I think he's going to run up on him and get caught. And if he don't like that, it's going to look very similar to the old granite chin. Got a square-ass jaw. Looks like Superman.
Dober,
yeah. He gonna look similar to the Dober fight where he might get the better of him the first round, then he gets caught in the second once he gasses. I think I don't know who they were trying to put on for this fight. If they're trying to build Ismail, if they're trying to build him, I'm not really sure. But man, this is gonna go. Somebody's going to sleep. Let's put it that way.
They
And
picked the wrong guy. I tell you that.
I'm on Bonfim.
Damn. I think it was Dead, and I ain't heard from his ugly ass yet. I don't know what you look like, Dead. Don't get upset. Go ahead, bud.
What's up, guys? Yeah, I'm just gonna side with Chase. I'm not gonna, what do you call it, regurgitate, and go off on tangents and try to explain why, how
Bitch your
Bone
truth,
Fiend.
brother.
Yeah, Bonfim's better, bro. He has good boxing, bro. He's slowed down. Like, he's good. He has good pace. Like, he's not gonna rush, and that's the thing. We already know. Like, that's why I don't want to have to regurgitate. Terrence will rush, but if he surprises us this time around, like, does what he needs to do, slow things down. Find a pace. He could be dangerous, but I mean, fuck. I mean, he's so dangerous. Don't get me wrong, but it's just Bonfim's not that guy that you want to go in and do this dumb shit with. Like, he's just not that guy. If you want to, what do you call it? Test your picks against us. Follow that shit on the Fantasy Fanatics League. On Topic MMA. It's on the fucking. It's on one of the the third. What do you call it? Bubbles up in the top. What do you call it? You can join the league. See what's up.
Oh,
Dead
shit.
picks, dead
I
picks
didn't
definitely
do that.
want. Listen, Dead Picks definitely wants you to join the league because he's killing motherfuckers on there.
Yeah.
Pepe, go ahead. Then Wes, then Vinny.
All right, so first I'll start with the bet that I have on the fight. That's the under 1.5 at -175. Threw a good amount of money on there, and how I see the fight playing out is Ishmael is gonna knock out Terrence in round one with a check left counter hook. Um, I it's just pretty clear after watching the Gonzalez fight that Terrence's striking defense isn't up to par. Gonzalez just doesn't have any power like Ishmael has. And he only has 3 minutes of cardio, and he doesn't have the durability to take the power coming back from Ishmael. But I think McKinney's only path to victory would be a quick submission if he got him down like really early, and I don't even think that's like a super high probability. But
Yo, people forget
um,
Sean Woodson knocked him out.
Yeah, but I
who?
will say this: rock him, jump on him, submit him. That is Terrence's path, and it's got to happen quick, man. It's got to
Yeah, the
happen
under
quick.
the under 1.5 is safe though.
Yeah,
Man, Bonfim ain't that powerful. Y'all niggas tripping.
bro, he's
No, he
good.
really
You're
is.
I'm
you're
not.
you're
I'm not
you're
even.
cutting him short because you love Terrence, bro. I'm telling you.
Man,
I'm
what
not.
you
Not
mean? At West, no,
yo,
I'm
D
on the
baby.
Bonfim side, man. You tripping, Joe. I'm on
I'm not.
Bonfim
Hey,
side, but that
yo,
nigga
D baby.
ain't no
Baby,
strong
if you're
dude
a
like
fan,
that.
bro, it's okay, but you got to separate that.
Bro, what the fuck?
Yo, D baby. The reason we love Terrence is the reason he's gonna lose because he's all action and he wants to give everybody the big war and he's gonna walk in on.
Bro, I'm
It's
not
not even.
even on
Not even that
Terrence.
he's that powerful. It's not even that he's that powerful. It's that he's gonna gas that bad.
Bro, I'm not even on Terrence. What the fuck y'all talking about? I'm on Bonfim, man.
Oh,
You
Hey,
acting like
hey,
you acting
hey,
like he don't have a.
Marin,
Yes, sir. Yes.
did you get that tweet that I sent you?
Oh, yeah. Let me see. I'll just put open it up right now. But, dude,
Put that up on the Tron and everybody in the space. He's gonna put one up there where I tagged Jamal Hill. Everybody like it. Jamal
oh,
Hill told us to hit him up. Let's see if we get lucky enough. It's fight week. That's probably going asking way too
Yo,
much,
did you
but
drop an
Hey,
shit,
invite?
he might
I
give
got a
us
quick
20
question though.
minutes.
Did you drop an invite in his DMs?
Yeah, he don't check his DMs, but he does reply to messages. Wes, go ahead.
I mean, first and foremost, baby, it's all right, man. We always got our favorite fighters and everything that happen. So, but nah, like,
man, y'all niggas
but
don't cut it out.
jokes. I'm actually joking with you because I actually was about to defend you. I know what you're referring to because I'm actually on both. Because for me, the over is a hedge in the sense that if the world where McKinney can wrestle fuck him, I'll be straight because, oh well, because I think the fight goes over actually. Because he's right. I don't think Bonfin's power is all that. So I do think that y'all hyping his power up. I will say that. But with that being said, I do believe he will finish him. I think McKinney will win the first round by wrestling him. Now, my reason for believing that is because, to McKinney's credit, right, he actually is a bit strategic, so to speak, against guys that are like fundamental, so to speak. Farazian, what he did, he went for the takedown. When he fought Gonzalez, what did he do? He was trying to be a little careful or whatever. He got the takedown eventually, right? When Gonzalez got some momentum. Sean Woodson, what did he do? He went for the takedown. I believe it will go over the first 1.5 because, in my personal opinion, I look at it like he was almost there with Woodson, and Bonfim is smaller than Woodson. So I believe that he gets him down, he can get him down again, and then all of a sudden we go over, and then that's when Bonfim finishes. I do think that it's inevitable that Bonfim finishes him because of the fact that just his investment in the body and everything, how he mixes it up. I don't think there's a world that McKinney can knock him out because Bonfim has a nice high shell guard. And I have said this even in our group, I keep reiterating this, is that McKinney does not knock out people that are fundamental strikers. Like, people need to get off of this, that he can knock out anybody. If you are smart, you have a nice guard and everything, he's not that guy. He's also not a counter striker. If you put him on the back, he's not a guy that's going to just pop back and bam, catch you with a nice counter, put you out. It's just not him. It is what it is. So no, I don't think he can knock him out. And as far as the sub thing, he subbed Gonzalez. Gonzalez literally just started like grappling, like as far as like seriously. He was even posting it on his IG factually, like, hey, I did my classes, guys. I'm trying to take it serious. McKinney is not a high-level submission guy. He's just not. Like, again, look what happened to Woodson. I think if any scenario like that occurs, then Bonfim's going to ground and pound him out, just like Woodson. So I do agree with you guys that eventually he will finish him. I think that's inevitable. And
Bro,
it might
Wes, have you
sound like,
seen the money?
yeah, I did see the money actually, yeah. And that's one of
Bro.
those lines. My boy down at the bottom, give him a follow, Will Betts. He keeps telling me about that because he's like, it reminds him of the Ketlin fight. It's like, okay, all these people like McKinney, but yet it's still, what's going on with this line, man? Like, they're not really trying to budget. It's still going back towards Bonfim a bit. Yeah, it's got a lot
Bro,
of
you
money
got
on him.
87% of the money on McKinney, and he's still only at a minus 125. And then
Yeah.
90% of the money is under 1.5, bro.
Yeah, I think, like I told you, I think they're going to eat good. I think it's going to go over, and I think Bonfim's going to finish him in the late second. That's what I think. I think he's going to finish him in the late second. That's just my belief.
Hey, Joe, send it to me again. I don't know from which account, but I haven't gotten anything yet. Sorry about that.
Right. I'm on Bonfim for the record, plus 110, and I'm on the over plus 167. So I think that's just my hedge vehicle in the sense that, again, if McKinney can get to the point that he wrestle fucks him, I wouldn't say, damn it, I wish I didn't bet the over. I wish I actually bet the over. So that's why I took both. And I will take him inside the distance when that night comes out.
Hey, so what?
Well, there's
Bonfield
also
got,
Go ahead, baby.
I was going to just say this. So what? Bonfield ain't got good takedown defense. I only seen his contender series fight. I ain't gonna even lie, but I liked what I see. That's all I needed to see. But
McKinney is a good wrestler, though. Like, to his credit, I'll never take that away from him. He is a good wrestler. Like, and then if you look at it, Bonfim, you can get in on the single a little bit. He's one of those types where technically he has a good get up. And don't get me wrong, like, once he gets your time in, he'll stuff the takedowns. But you can get in on the leg a little bit, maybe get him down. So I do think McKinney can get him down. I do believe that, in my opinion.
Yeah, to Wes's point, and then we're gonna bounce on or move on. I will say it just makes it's just common sense to say it, right? Like, McKinney comes out strong, weather the storm, weather the storm, weather the storm, weather the storm. Halfway through the second round, force him to stand up because he's already tired, because that's what he always does, and then put it on him. Man, I love Terrence. I hope he fights this fight smarter than he has fought his previous fights. Marin, what you got next?
Yep. So next up, we have another debutant, another Brazilian, Luan Lacerda, 12-1, 30 years of age, fighting Cody Stamen from the U.S. He's coming off a win, 33 years of age. 25-1. Let me see what else. Oh, that's it. We just got the odds. I don't have much info on Lacerda, so we're just gonna go with that. Lacerda is plus 270. Stamen is minus 360. In this case, I'll go with what I know, which is Cody Stamen.
Yeah, I ain't
So
touching this fight.
actually, I'm not betting it, but I'm going against Cody. Lucerda, I think that's how you say his last name. This dude is Jose Aldo's longtime training partner. Um, He's not 12-1 by accident. This dude's coming out of Shudo Box, and I think off of LFA. If I'm, let me, yep, that's him. He has fought real competition. He has not fought cans. He has fought guys that maybe aren't UFC level, but he's fought guys that are there or bordering there or on their way there, and he has won. He has probably kept a couple of them back. I like Cody, but and I know it sounds great to be like, oh, he lost to Saeed and he lost to Marab. So, like, what do you expect? He's losing the high competition. He lost to Jimmy Rivera, too. So, like, I don't want to hear that shit. And then people are going to talk about how, 59-second knockout Eddie Wyland. Like, I would never disrespect a UFC fighter to say, like, I could knock him out. But, like, Marin probably could take him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just being honest. Like, it fucking is what it is. So, like, it's just not impressive that Cody Stamen ran out there and fucking knocked out Eddie Whelan in 59 seconds. Like, the dude's not 5-9 in the UFC. Like, he's been KO'd 3 times in a row or now. Like, I'm not trying to talk shit about, inadvertently smash on fucking Eddie Whelan. It's just like, it is what it is, man. Cody, I'll give Cody this. He's good at stepping in and getting his punches in. When he wants to get punches in and he wants to get in there with you, he's going to get his punches through. He'll get punched in the face, but he'll still get his punch through. Like, credit to him. But he's vulnerable. And I think that Lacerda will probably sub him. It's just what I think will happen. I think the under is maybe a little dangerous, but if it's under 2.5, I think that's probably pretty safe. Yeah, that's just my take. I don't know who was up first. Trace, go ahead.
Let's go, baby boy. I like Luan Lacerda. Um, he's like you said, he's Jose Aldo's main sparring partner. He's got nice boxing, good strong kicks, and he does have fast entries on his takedowns. I know you see all the submissions on his record. He's not just a submission guy, and he's not a submission guy that banks on you taking him down or just pulling guard. He does have crafty leg sweeps, and he does have nice guard pulls. I did notice that he's a nice transitional grappler. As he was taking a guy down, he was already setting up the next move on the ground. Like, he's a very good at transitional grappling, and he has an 8.5-inch reach advantage over Cody Stamen. That's, I mean, like I said, if you just think he's a submission guy, he's not. That is going to make a difference. I do think he can piece up Cody Stamen on the feet. Cody Stamen does have decent boxing. He's a wrestler, obviously, with a 40% takedown accuracy. So he's not the best chain wrestler, or I guess not the most explosive wrestler in general. I like Lacerda to win this fight. I think it's a bad stylistic matchup. In my opinion, Luan not only has the submission advantage, he also edges the striking. Give me the plus 300 dog and a sprinkle on the submission/decision prop.
Sorry about the dead air there. I had to go close the door. Vinny, is your hand up?
Yeah, I'm up. Yeah, actually, I wanted to see. I'm with you in this one, Joe, because this guy's is a true wrestler. Um, and I don't know where the fuck they get this line from, but he's at plus 285. Totally same as is at minus 130, I think it was that I saw it at. Uh, this guy has been wrestling for a while. He knows what he's doing, and I'm with you on this one. I think he's going to put a submission either on the second or third round. Stamen is just going to try to box him, and he's just going to bring him down. He's going to take him down a couple times in the first round, and then in the like I said, in the second and the third one, he's just going to submit him. Hopefully, it'll be a rear naked choke, and that's what I'm taking.
Good man. Pepe, go ahead.
I'm kind of the belief that Stamen is gonna roll pretty easy. Um, the guys that Lacerda's been submitting are super low level, and like I get Stamen has been submitted, but it was to Aljamain Sterling and Nurmagomedov. So, I think he should be able to consolidate top time easy without getting guard subbed, and I'm not a fan of this guy's striking at all. I think he's a little too slow for Cody. So I just want to give my opinion. I think Stamen is gonna win pretty easy.
Good man. I always love to have the opposite. The opposite on every fight. Anybody else on this one before we clock it?
Did I mention he had an 8.5-inch reach advantage?
Yes, you did.
Eight and a half is pretty
Marin, what
big.
you got next?
All right. Next up, this is a fun one, which I mean, by the odds, it doesn't seem too fun, but I like it because one of my main guys is fighting Jailton Almeida, who's finally moving up to heavyweight. Is fighting Shamil Abdu. I don't know. I'm gonna give up right there. I don't want to butcher his last name. Shamil is out of Russia. Jailton out of Brazil. Shamil is 20-7. Jailton 17-2. 40. Wait, what is this? Oh wait. Let me see. Shamil is ranked number 15th in the heavyweight division, so Jailton is trying to take that. Jailton is coming off a win. Shamil off a loss. Damn, I think this is right. So 41 years of age for Shamil, 31 for Jailton. 76 inches of reach for Shamil, 79 for Jailton, so he has the reach advantage there. Also, the leg reach at 43.5 compared to the 41.5 of Shamil. But the betting odds suggest minus 1,000 for Almeida, plus 600 for Shamil. I'm going to roll with the Jailton, even though I hate these odds, but he always wins. He's the tough dude. He started life heavyweight, then he went up to catch weights, and now at like 220, and now he's straight up at heavyweight. So hopefully he takes that ranking away.
I believe it is Abdul Rahimov. I could be wrong. I believe that's what it is, just to say it. Man, this is another fight. I'm a big fan of Jailton Almeida. I fucking love the guy.
Right.
I think he is a minus 1,000 legit here. I looked this guy up, so I didn't go back and tape Jailton. I didn't do that, but I looked up Shamil. No fucking way, bro. He's minus 1,000 for a reason. Jailton walks all day. That's just how I feel. Anybody else got anybody on Abdur Rahimov?
It's gonna be the quickest segment you got, bro. We can lap this. This is over.
202. Let's go, Marin. What you got next?
Damn it. You guys need to chill. I'm just kidding. All right, next up we got welterweight division. Gabriel Bonfim fighting Monir Laces. Monir is 11-2. Gabriel Bonfim is 13-0, so he's undefeated. 25 years of age for Gabriel, 35 for Monir.
Is this guy related to the other Bonfim Ishmael? Yeah,
it's his brother. Go ahead, Marin.
No, you good. So let me see. So it's his brother. So he's also Brazilian. Monir is fighting out of Tunisia. Monir is coming for a win. Gabriel's also making his debut, just like his brother. Let me see. Don't have much stats on the debut, and so I'm gonna just go straight up to the odds. If you guys bear with me. Oh, there we go. Gabriel's minus 186. Monir is plus 147. So there you go, guys. Start off.
Joe, you got this one?
Best, go ahead.
So like me and Baby actually had a conversation about this like way back anyway. So I personally don't think that Bonfim is gonna run over with this, right? Like I don't have any action on this one. I chose to just sit out. I think if it was just a striking match, I do think that Lazez would beat him. And my reason for that is Lazez is a more sophisticated striker. Like Bonfim, he leaves himself open to get hit with the jab, right? Like in those feints, he kind of lures you out so he can counter you. But those feints that he throws, like Lazez wouldn't fall for that. He has a nice guard, nice shell. He's a sophisticated striker. And I know some people look at the Warley fight, but like one, he was smaller than, and also like Bonfim doesn't have the same type of aggression as Warley though. Like he might come forward, but it's not the same kind of pressure as Warley. Like that's a whole different. Warley's a brute. So with that, and you could also see that he worked on that against Loza because he wasn't going for it with Loza. Like he just pieced Loza up. So I think that what sucks is if we're looking at it from again a betting standpoint, of course, is Bonfim is so good on the ground, right? You have to make and I'm not saying a person has to, but the assumption is if he just gets him down at one time, right? Like Lazez might not be able to handle his jujitsu. So that's why I personally can't bet Lazez. But I do think that on the feet, I think he wins, like straight up. Like if he can prevent the takedown, then he's good. I don't have any evidence whether he can prevent it or not, especially considering this long gap in his career and how he's like, thickened out, no homo, and he's gotten strong and he's been training with Hamzat. And I'm not trying to be speculative, but you have seen improvement. So I just can't really I can't go against Bonfim there, but I do think Lazez, will be better in the striking.
So I'm not really on this fight. I remember Bonfield from Dana White Contender Series, right? Or was that his brother?
Both
Well,
of them was on the same card.
Both of them fought in the same card, but one of them was the weaker brother. I can't remember which one it was.
The other one. So this is the guy everybody's excited about. It's him, Gabriel.
Gabriel's the good one then? Because about Ishmael, I thought Ishmael was the good one.
Both of them are good, bro.
Both
like
of them are good.
Like
Gabriel's the one all like the announcers and shit are excited about.
Yeah, but one of them is weaker. I remember that because I remember watching the Dana White Contender Series, and they were saying that one of them was the weaker. And I saw the fights.
They're different weight classes.
Yeah, but one of them looked really good. I can't remember. Once I see him, I'll remember. But I mean,
the older one technically, like he got jabbed by Trey Waters and everything, but he's still the one that everyone's excited about. But Trey Waters had success on the feet, and then he ended up shooting for the takedown, and then that's when he got him in the bomb flute. But it was a pretty even fight on the feet. But still, he's the one everyone's excited about, though.
Gabriel
is the one that everyone's excited about, but he had the more difficult fight. Like the other one, he rolled through his opponent. The little one rolled through his opponent.
Yeah, I remember that.
I actually think the little brother better though, in my opinion.
That's what I thought.
Better for his weight class or better fighter? Here's what I will say: if Gabriel sleeps on Lazez and is like, "Oh, I'm gonna roll this guy. I'm on my way to the top," he'll probably find himself in a lot of trouble. He should be taking this fight very seriously. I just know who Lazez is. Like, I remember the kid from the Dana White Contender Series, and I didn't go look him up and shit. I know he came out of LFA, and I think a lot of LFA as far as the under promotions go. But like, bro, Lazez is not gonna be there to be walked on. Like, he's not showing up to be fucking steamrolled. I just want to make that fucking clear. Let's Trace. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it short. I think I like the Bond theme inside the distance brothers parlay. Myself personally, I think he gets him down and submits him, and then I think the other brother also wins by knockout. So yeah, give me the Bond theme inside the distance parlay.
I don't know, Lazez, man. I left that shit alone. I was like, man, I fuck with the little brother better. Like, I think he a smarter fighter, in my opinion. But we gonna
He'll
Lanez,
definitely be.
he nothing to play with. Lanez ain't nothing, like if you look at the tape, it looked like Lanez got better hands, but the older Bonfim brother, he do look exciting though. I say that.
Hey, Pepe, go ahead. I agree with you, D baby.
Yeah, I agree with Baby too. I think Ishmael is the better bet for this weekend. I don't think Gabe
Yo, is this
Bonfim
nigga
is.
mic off?
Oh, can you not hear me?
I can hear him. I think just baby can't hear you.
Oh,
I can hear him.
Too.
yeah. I don't think
Baby,
he's
jump
gonna.
out, come back.
I don't think he's gonna submit Lazez. You know, he's kind of gotten some just situational subs on really bad competition. Lizaz actually has like get ups and knowledge and grappling. And Lizaz is the better striker with the better cardio. Um, the only problem with Lizaz is he can be kind of passive, and he can be pressured. So, having said all that, I think Lizaz is the side to bet for this fight. And I kind of lean over.
Nice. Anybody else on this fight? I'm not mad at you for taking Lizez at all, Pepe. Anybody else on this fight? Oh, oh. Like the old man. Lap. Marin, what you got next?
Next up we have some Brazilian action where it's lightweights. Thiago Moises fighting Melquizael Costa. Costa's 19-5. Moises is 16-6. 27 years of age for Moises, 26 for Costa. So two youngins going at it. Costa's making his promotional debut. Moises is coming off a win. Uh, Costa has a bigger reach, 73 inches compared to the 70.5 of Moises. They're fighting opposites. So Moises is orthodox, southpaw for Costa. Odds wise, minus 400 for Moises, plus 300 for Costa. I mean, I'm gonna just take the UFC guy at minus 400 and fade the debutant, but I don't know if these odds are actually doing it justice. Go ahead, guys.
So I am on Thiago Moises, strictly because debut fighter, and this is the guy. He took this on short notice, right?
Yeah, he's a replacement.
Yeah, short notice, stepping up. I mean, he could get lucky, but in the Fanatics app, I will be on Moises. Just a situational thing. I don't think worlds of Moises. I'm not talking shit about him. I don't think worlds of him. I think he's a good solid fighter though. And I think he's a good test for anybody, probably a little bit better than a good test. Um, yeah, I'm definitely on Moises in the Fanatics app. I am not on him for a bet though. Andrew, go ahead.
Yeah, dude, I second everything you just said. I think for those exact reasons, he's going to get the win. It's short notice. We don't really know who this guy is. I actually feel the same about the very next fight with RoboCop. I think those are two pretty easy wins. I'm not really one who likes to parlay, but if you do, I feel like those two fights are pretty good. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for this one.
Good man. Vinny, go ahead.
My fault, man. I was looking at something else. Yeah, no, I got Thiago on this one as well because it's pretty obvious. You got a guy debuting and taking on a fight last minute. Thiago is not that good as well, like you said. So I second everything you said. But how easy can it get for Thiago anyway?
I don't have a particular finish, just situational. I think wherever it has to go, it'll probably favor him. If the kid comes in and pulls something off, and I don't even know if this dude is a kid. He's got like 25 fights. Yeah, 20. He's 26 years old. He's been KO'd. He's been submitted. He's lost some decisions. But he's got 7 KOs, 6 submissions, 6 decisions. I mean, like by numbers, he's rounded, but I just don't favor short notice fighters, especially not short notice fighters that are taking a step up. Pepe, go ahead.
Yeah, I actually think that this Costa kid is decent. Um, like I think he's going to be able to get UFC wins down the line. So like, don't completely rule him out if he loses this fight. But I do think Moises might be like too much too soon on short notice. And if I were going to play something, it would probably be a Moises submission because I kind of think Costa is the better striker, and but I think Moises will be able to overtake the fight with his grappling, and eventually get a submission. But Costa is live. He's not terrible for an LFA short notice fighter.
I don't think he live at all. Keep it real.
Well, I mean, we've seen Moises quit mid-fight to elbows and knees by Joel Alvarez.
I mean, that's Joe Alvarez. That nigga kind of lit. I ain't gonna cap.
I mean, Moises made him look good for sure. I agree with that.
Shit. I mean, I think Moses. I think he actually good though. He got Islam some work, man. I forget that, but hey, man,
Bro,
maybe I gotta rewatch this.
Islam dominated him, bro.
Yeah, he did. He did, but he had his moments though. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
I mean, so like if you think that it's easy, like then why do you think it's easy though? Like, what do you think he's gonna do?
Well, you think you
Yeah,
asked me if
I'm
it
asking.
why?
I'm asking. I didn't take this fight. I'm not betting this fight. Like, I don't bet this short notice shit. I'm with Joe. I'm just asking you.
You asked me if why I think Moses gonna make it easy.
Yeah, like what is he gonna do to make it easy? Why do you think he's gonna make it easy? I'm asking.
I mean, shit. I just don't think old boy lied. That's all. From what I seen, I could be wrong. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't mess up watching tape, but from what I seen, I don't think he lied though. I think Moses gonna I wouldn't say smoke him, but I think it's gonna be one sided though. I say that. I
I'm
don't know
not
how.
because I'm genuinely not being funny. Like, so you know, like I'm actually asking because I'm not gonna take it at all. Like, so that's why I'm asking.
Like what? How you gonna get it done? I don't know how
Like,
you
like,
gonna
because
get
I'm
it.
saying, like, what do you see for you to say that he's not live? That's what I'm asking.
I don't know. I just don't see it. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I skimmed through it, but I was like, man, this nigga ain't got nothing for this dude. Like that's. I'm be 100. I skimmed through that shit. I was like, man, this nigga ain't got nothing for him. That's all. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I didn't get real technical with it. I just quick swipe. Ooh, yeah, he ain't got nothing for this nigga. That's. I'm gonna keep it 100, bros.
Nah, I know how you feel. It is like that sometimes. I know how you feel.
Yeah, and sometimes you got to remember, bro. These dudes get 3 fight contracts. You'll gladly get in over your head. If you win, you the hero. If you don't, you got 2 more to prove yourself and get another contract. Don't ever put it past these dudes, man. They out here struggling, fighting through promotions. This dude's been listen, man. In his last 5 fights, these are the promotions in order: LFA, PC, which is Pan per SAS Combat, LFA again, PFL one time, Future FC, SFT before that, PF before that, not PC like I said earlier, just PF, AMF before that, TF before that, JF before that, Demolimo, some shit I can't even say before that. Mr. Cage Championship, bro. You have not heard me repeat a fucking promotion yet. Do not think this guy won't take this fucking fight to get a
So,
3 fight UFC contract. Do not
so you,
think that he won't do it.
so you think he lied too? Then
No, I think he's not, and I think he doesn't. What I'm saying is, bro, when every fucking fight you've had has been in a different promotion for 15 fights in a row, you'll get in over your head and fight Diego Moises to get a 3 fight contract with the UFC. That's 3 paychecks. This dude ain't known where his next paycheck is coming from for a while, bro. He gets a 3 fight contract with the UFC. That's 3 paychecks. So what if Diego Moises beats his ass? What does he care? That's a paycheck and 2 more fights to prove he belongs
Well,
in the UFC. I'm not saying that's his mindset. I'm just saying, like, you got to look at that angle sometimes too, because that's a real fucking thing, bro.
so he's the main training partner for Joe Anderson Brito, and he's only 26 years old. These young Brazilians like sometimes improve like at a rapid rate, and um, you can never really count them out. They come out like wild men sometimes.
yeah, maybe I'm tripping, man. Maybe I gotta get this dude some respect. I'm gonna look at some. I'm gonna look more thorough on the
I'm
tape.
not, and like I said, I think Moises is going to win. I think he can eventually get the submission, but Coast is not as bad as people are saying, and I think he's live to get some UFC wins, even if he loses this week.
Bro, I could be wrong, but just trying to count it up real quick, I think he's been in 19 different promotions in 26 fights. What the fuck?
Is that a bad thing or a good thing? Like he
That's
just
horrible, bro. He doesn't know. Well, my point is, he doesn't know where his money is coming in or when it's coming in. He'll gladly take a 3-fight contract with the UFC to get a paycheck, bro. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
Bro,
not.
he's just open minded, man.
Yeah. I'm not. All I'm saying is, like, I'm not. I'm not
He's just
saying it
keeping his
is.
options open, man. He's an entrepreneur.
Okay,
I
sure.
like that. I like that. I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that.
Sure. We'll go with that too, because I like to talk nice about fighters. Anyway, is anybody on Costa? Because I'm gonna stamp this thing out just under 10 minutes, if not. I'm gonna get the recording of that old man making that noise and play it. Marin, what you got next?
You're gonna start having what is it? I forgot sound
Sound
effects.
effects?
Soundboard,
Yeah, I
yeah.
thought about it. I've got enough devices but you can't download soundboards like you used to be able to. Like there used to be a million soundboards in the app store. They're not no more.
Is it copyrights or something?
Probably.
All right. Well, didn't want to get too much into it, but yeah. So next up, as Andrew said, it is the RoboCop Gregory Rodriguez fan favorite fighting against Bruno Pereira. They are both 30, both from Brazil, both fighting orthodox. Rodriguez is 13-4. Bruno is 9-0. Let me see. Rodriguez has. Oh, he is 6'3" with 75 uh, inches of reach. Bruno is 5'10", so shorter, and also he has the less reach at 72. Strikes, significant strikes landed per minute, 6 for Gregory, 10 for Bruno. I don't know. It's his debut, so I don't know how his competition is. And takedowns average per fight 2.3 for Gregory, 0 for Bruno. The odds suggest minus 350 for Rodriguez, plus 255 for Ferreira. And as you all know, I'm gonna take RoboCop in this.
Team RoboCop all day. That's part of my problem. This is another one. I'm not lying. I got a lot of. I'm a big fan on this card, man. I love RoboCop. This dude interacts with me. I didn't even know he had a Twitter. I just found out like a couple weeks ago, bro. He interacts with me every time I tweet some shit or like some shit or comment some shit. I fucking love the guy. He's gonna piece this dude up, even if he's
Yeah,
not in my head. He's gonna piece this dude up. I don't give a
Joe.
shit.
To give you a little like, oh no, I don't know what to call it, but a little piece of information. I think after his last fight where he was cut open from the forehead and he still came out to win using wrestling and everything, he said that he hasn't used his Twitter in so long, but that he found that that's a good way of interacting with fans and also getting fights. So he started using it more and more often. And I mean, I'm glad that he interacts with you and other fans alike.
Yeah, I also think he's good, man. I think he looked good against Ninjokuani and against Marquez. I think he looked improved. I think I do think he looked improved. That's legitimate. It's one of them fights, and there's like 7 fights on this card. I didn't really tape them. I'm big fans. There's fighters I like on this card. RoboCop's a dude I like, man. I want this dude to win. Even if he's not gonna win, I want him to win so much that I can't see it any other way. So no bets for me. You know where my Fanatics app pick is gonna be. Again, Fanatics app tagged pinned up at the top of the space. Anybody wants to join, that should be a link that takes you right to our league. Just press sign in with Google, and it'll sign. And the next button will be join league. Trace, go ahead.
Yeah, man. The one thing I'd like to point out though is that like RoboCop should be on like an 8-fight win streak right now. I mean, he won that fight against Armin Petrosian. Whether he got awarded the win or not, he won that fight. I don't know how they didn't give it to him. But with that being said, I've been following him on Twitter for a long time now. I think since the Petrosian fight actually. Um, yeah, man, he seems like a really good dude. But this guy he's fighting, to say he doesn't have a puncher's chance is unfair. I mean, while RoboCop has been able to eat and wear the punches well in the UFC, he does have a knockout to Jordan Williams on the Contender Series, his first fight on the Contender Series, not the one where he won and got the. I don't guess he actually won the Contender Series to get on there, did he? No, he came through LFA. But yeah, I think the other guy, Fahey, does have a puncher's chance. I mean, the guy clearly hits hard. Almost every fight's been a knockout except for a guillotine, I think. So, Like I said,
Hey, yo,
Rodriguez
Trey,
has been knocked
Trey,
out, but
real quick, Trey. Hey, man, did Jordan Williams used to be that good? Cause I'm still trying to figure out how the Jordan Williams beat. Like,
he was actually piecing up Jordan Williams against the fence, and then he ended up Jordan more or less was able to wear his punches, and then he caught RoboCop with a counter, I believe it was, and knocked him out.
yeah, that's crazy. I'm still trying to figure out how you won that
Yeah,
shit.
because
I
now you
gotta
look
watch
at
that
him,
shit.
and Jordan Williams can't take a punch, and now RoboCop eats him like RoboCop, you know. But yeah, I'm on RoboCop. Obviously, I think he probably gets a knockout. The hand looks pretty hittable to me, but he does have power, and there's always that puncher's chance. But give me RoboCop. Just give me RoboCop money line.
Nice. Wes, go.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, like, for me personally, I just want to sit back and enjoy it because I mean I haven't fully taped it, but like Dravi was showing me a little bit of tape and everything, and like the dude can bang, man. Like why would you want to go through that like as a 300, right? Like when you got 300s like sitting around, you want it to be something like easy, free bank, right? Like you want to go through the stress of seeing this dude go out there and bang with him, man.
Let
Because
me redact my
Robo,
last statement. Give me him for the Fanatics app, not money line. I'm not
no,
betting that
no,
fight.
no, not you, bro. Like I'm just saying, like in general, right? Because like my thing is, like I think some people like when they bet, they'll have the perspective, like, man, Robo's legitimate. He's gonna win. And like even if you think about it, right? Like they're both Brazilian, and you know it's like I mean, come on, like if anything, UFC is like fuck it, fight to the death, man. Brazilians, go at it. Oh well, whoever wins wins, right? Like if they just scrap and then they're just going at it, man, and having an action paced fight, like you said, the dude can bang, man, can hit. I mean, Robo almost got finished last fight, man. So I just wouldn't see the point for people to be like, man, I'm parlaying a 300 in an action fight as such. But that's just my opinion, at least.
Man, if RoboCop got through
Agreed.
old dude, then he can get through this dude.
Yeah, and that's why people get their money taken away because they'll say that the next fight, and then the person do get finished because they should have got finished the last fight. That
Agreed.
happens all the time.
You know what? I had two notes about this card before we kicked it off that I didn't hit. Paul Felder will replace Joe Rogan on the commentator booth because Rogan doesn't travel out of the country much anymore. And second one is this fight is very short notice, man. Tavares just pulled out not that long ago, less than 2 weeks out before Bruno stepped up. So I just thought about them damn notes now that we're talking about this fight.
That's a good substitute for Joe, though. I do like Paul
True.
Felder.
Yeah.
Wait, so is DC still gonna be there? Because then who will do interviews? I mean, Paul Felder has done
Paul
them, but
Felder.
oh, I like it better than DC being in the cage. Not gonna lie. But anyways, I was just gonna say, yeah, most of my picks are just like Joe, where it's just for the app. I don't know about betting wise. I probably will still bet it, but or I'll probably just pick on prop plays just because, like Joe was saying, I'm a big fan of all these guys. I agree with Joe on all the fighters. Like they're all fan favorites, so I fucking love them. But it sucks if they do lose, because then your heart loses and then your money loses. But yeah, it's mostly for the app.
Anybody else on this fight?
I mean, yo, Chidi ain't he ain't no tough dude like Chidi, right? What y'all think?
No, I mean, but we don't really know. We don't really know. He ain't fought nobody like Chitty, so we don't fucking know how he would do. Awaken. Usman, go ahead, bro. Nice to see you on the mics. Go ahead.
Something all late. But of course, I'm 100% on RoboCop. How could you not love his style? Was saying in the group chat that he's the kind of fighter that you bet on him just to get that thrill. And I don't know if I'll get there on the minus 300, but just to get my kick, just to get that high, I think I might hit the plus 145 over 1.5 rounds. I know I always like to fade a fighter that's coming into the UFC on a bunch of round one finishes. He's gone to the second round a couple. And yeah, RoboCop can get hit. So if he is going to go down, I'd like to see it get stretched into the second round.
I
Usman, you
agree
gotta
with
hop
that.
up on the mic more, man.
I agree with
Yo,
that, bro. I have a theory that if you are a first round finisher, you know, if that's your normal deal coming into the UFC, you're probably going the distance your first fight. I don't know
yeah.
why I feel that way. And like to be fair, when we see a guy come in that's a high prospect and he gets a finish in the first round, everybody goes fucking crazy for him. So like even subliminally, if we don't realize it, we all expect these new fighters to lose or go the distance. I'm fucking telling you. I think that's it for this one, Marin. We're at almost 10 minutes. What you got next?
Oh wait, Vinny raised his hand up. I don't know if he wants.
Oh, Vinny, go ahead. My bad, bro.
No, sorry, I raised it at the last minute because didn't Rodriguez just have a kid? What's the rule on that when you have a kid?
Nah, isn't that Isn't that the other Rod? Isn't that
No, I thought he came out. He
No,
came out.
no, Vinny's right.
Yeah, he did just have a kid, but he's talking about the betting. Like, is there like anything that superstitious that we all follow?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Donald Cerrone went on a hot streak after his son was born. He went on like a 3 or 4 fight win streak.
did he? Because I heard that if you like have a kid and you always lose the fight after that. So I don't know. There's something to
I mean,
watch.
tell that
There,
to Khabib and to
there,
Islam would be my deal.
there was
They,
someone else with their hand up too. This
okay.
Spinks had his hand up too,
Oh
by
yeah,
the
he
way.
just
So.
got on the mic too.
You
Go
go ahead.
ahead,
Bisping's
Bisping.
good eye. That's a badass
Yo,
name.
what's up, fellas? Appreciate it. So yeah, I kind of feel with you on the short notice. I totally agree. My only thing, the value of the underdog is there. I feel like personally because, like you said, RoboCop, I love him and I think he'll probably win, but he has been finished before, and this dude has rarely gotten out of the first round. And when he does get out of the first round, he barely gets into the second round. That's my only thing on short notice. I don't think it's going to happen for him, but I think there's the potential is there. I think it's there.
Yeah, but it's only value if it cashes. You know what I mean? So like that's a tough word on that one, but
You
I'm
you
not
right. You
I'm
right.
not mad at you if you're betting it. But
Man, is
man,
that you, Cade?
Kate
Cade
gets around
Morehouse,
here
is that you?
somewhere. He's around. He gets around here
No,
somewhere.
Bisping sounds like Cade to me.
Oh, oh.
Nah, that's not. I'm not
No, he
Cade. I don't
doesn't.
know.
All right. So let's lap it out. That was a good take, Bisbing. Marin, what you got next? Marin done disappeared.
Sorry, guys. I thought I was speaking with my mic on, but I guess I forgot to turn it on. I was literally talking to myself. Once I heard you speaking, Joe, I was like, what? But yeah, anyways, the next up is the first fight that actually got announced for this months ago, which is our favorite dinosaur, Mauricio Shogun Hua. Light heavyweight fighting Ihor Potiera. Mauricio's 41, Ihor's 26. They're both coming off a loss. Shogun is 27, 13-1. Ihor is 19-3. Shogun's fighting out of Brazil, obviously. Ihor from Ukraine. Ihor is taller, 6'3", compared to the 6'1". Also has the reach. Hua has it at 76 compared to the 75 of Ihor. Although Ihor has a better leg reach, so better for kicks, I guess. So 44 inches compared to the 40.5 of Hua. They'll be fighting opposite, orthodox for Hua, southpaw for Potiera. Ihor is a favorite, as he showed, minus 230 compared to the plus 178 of Hua. I do love Hua, but what I saw from his last fight against what's that other guy? Damn it, I forgot. OSP. I think he should just retire, and I'm gonna take Ihor in this one.
I'm taking Eeyore by front kick knockout. That's all I have to say. Trace, go ahead.
Yeah, I guess I'm coming in with an unpopular opinion there, boys. So to me, Ihor is essentially a less dynamic Johnny Walker with worse cardio. He's not as powerful and worse gas tank. He can't even make it to the first round, getting his ass dominated on the ground without gassing. Wasn't even doing anything, like wasn't trying to get up, wasn't fighting back, was laying there and somehow gas just being laid on. I think this looks very similar to the Negamarianu fight. Give me the Cinderella story at plus 175 and Shogun with decision no bet. He may have looked like shit in his last fight, but this dude's cardio, he gasses like crazy how bad he gasses. And I think even if a weathered old Shogun can beat this kid.
So you think Ehor guesses a lot?
Oh, dude, he gassed like within 2 minutes of the first round in his last fight against
Wow.
Nick Mariano.
Yeah,
The
he's not lying about that. Actually,
and
I actually know that's for sure correct.
Shogun's aggression and fight style, at least it used to be, very similar to how Nega Mariano was fighting. I wouldn't be surprised if he takes him down and ground and pounds him. To be honest with you.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
but
Wes.
aggressive at 20 versus aggressive at 40 it's not the same. Like it's not the same. It's not the same.
That gas tank don't matter though. I mean, the gas tank gonna go whether he wants it or not. I mean,
Yeah, but sometimes
all he's got to do is weather E-Horse Storm, and then he wins.
Trace, I know you from the country. You ever had an old pickup truck?
Shit,
You know
boy,
what?
come on now.
You know what happens to the gas tank after a little while? It rusts
I know
out
what
too.
happens
So
to
what
my
the
old
fuck
lady in the
Shogun gonna
cornfield, though,
do?
son. What's up?
Listen, bro, Shogun old and rusty. His gas tank leaking and shit. He might have a big tank, but it's leaking.
Well, don't be
Wes, go
calling out my
ahead.
boys. Hey, but you know what? People still pay for them old rides, don't they? Because they're classics, and they will still
Man,
love them.
I fix them every day. Wes, go ahead.
I think Trace feeling the Brazilian fever, man, because like I think with this card, deep down inside, you kind of can't get away from it, like knowing that a lot of these Brazilians are gonna win. Because I would question this, Trace. If this was on a regular fight night, would you really back Shogun? Be honest. Would you really say I got
Now,
Shogun?
Wes,
Shogun
as well as you know me, do you think I'm buying into the fucking narrative on this?
no,
I
I
It
think
wasn't.
you
Hey, the Brazilian. I didn't even know it was in Brazil when I first started taping the card. Honest to
okay.
God, I didn't pay no
Okay.
attention to that. It just so happened, like, God dang, there's a lot of Brazilians on here. I was like, where's this fight card? That's got to be in Brazil. And I was like,
Okay.
oh, okay, of course. But so
Okay.
the Brazilian narrative had nothing to do with my breakdown.
Okay. I respect because like I'll admit, for me personally, I feel biased towards Shogun because it's in Brazil. And that's why I can't bet it because
My bias
honestly,
lies in my heart, Wes.
like I can't lay any money on Shogun because he's like decrepit. Like it's over. You know, like I mean, it's like even when it comes to like tiring Ihor out, I'm like, well, what pace does he have to tire him out? Because he's washed, and it's
But I mean,
like sucks.
from all that we looked at, though, it just seems like he needs one takedown, and I think Shogun can get him down.
When's the last time Shogun shot for a takedown?
Before it goes too far away, I just want to point something out that Trey said he doesn't believe in the narrative and then pointed out the narrative. I just wanted to point that out.
But like my
Hey,
question is,
He
I be-
said I don't go for the narrative, but I was like, damn, there's a lot of Brazilians on this card. What's
Yeah,
going
no, no, no,
on?
no, 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 no. I was
hey,
saying
that's
that
the first
before.
thing I look at it. That's the first thing I said as soon as I saw it. All the Brazilians. Come on, you know all the
Well,
Brazilians.
believe me, Vinny, I knew that was the first thing you looked at.
Hell yeah. I looked at every card except for Fight Night.
like, because my thing is like, I was begging to myself in my head, like, does Shogun shoot for takedowns? And then I'm like, he doesn't, you know, like, so like, I mean, like, so I can't rock with him. Like I'm hoping Shogun shoots for a takedown, right? Like, please shoot for a takedown. Then I turn on the damn fight and I'm like, Shogun, what are you doing? You're doing
Look,
what you
man,
did your whole career.
can't
Like, he
that
doesn't
have
even
the
have any
Cinderella story for
subs.
my boy? Can't one guy go out with a win in his fucking retirement? Just one. Can it not be my boy Shogun? Come on, man.
I'll say this, man, right? This is like the greenest
Why not?
opponent. This is the greenest opponent they could have gave him, right? Because I mean, like usually it doesn't end well. It's just like when Rob was fighting Bobby Renner. Everyone was like, I'm on Robbie. And I was on Bobby Renner. I was like, man, it's gonna happen. He's gonna knock him out. You know, like Ihor sucks though. Don't get me wrong, man. But it's just Jesus, like Shogun is
Wes,
washed, man.
you think I like this? You think I like going with my heart on some things like this? I don't like having to do this. I know I'm probably going to lose, but I can't tell my heart no, god dang it.
I'm hoping the fight's canceled, man. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping. I'm just praying the sky's canceled, man. This is not right. It's not right, man. It's not right.
You're hoping he doesn't make weight.
I'm just hoping like Ihor like gets nervous or something and he's sick and he can't fight, man. It's stupid. Like he's like Shogun really looks like decrepit in the cage, bro. Like it's
Friday
not
morning,
good, man.
West Friday morning, Dana's gonna be talking about. You're gonna see him on a little interview at Media Day talking about the arthritis in his neck was so bad we just couldn't let him fight. That's the shit you're gonna hear, man. Yeah, it is gonna
Hey,
get canceled.
hey guys,
I ain't gonna lie though.
Hey, baby, wait up. That has had his hand up for a cool little while. You can go
He
after
should
him.
have
Sorry.
told us to shut the fuck up then and started
No,
talking.
he's
Dead,
being
get it.
polite.
Oh yeah, no, I mean,
My bad,
there you
Dead
guys
Pills.
are got. There's not really like again, like this is another one that I skimmed real quick, like just to try to find holes in Eeyore. Like, I kind of see what Chase means, like how he gasses pretty early, after that burst, and I understand that, but you also have to understand this, like Shogun Rule is like fucking old, bro. Like he's over the hill. Like Andrew, like this is one of Andrew's, golden rules. You fade the old dogs. This is what we're gonna do. We're fading this old dog. Put him down, old Yeller. Like we're not going through this, bro. He's gonna go to sleep. This
I'm
is
four
not one
months
of.
older than this dude. I just got steel plates put in my neck, Dad. You are not wrong.
Yeah, how about Glover Teixeira though? He's old as fuck and he's
That's
still
that's
fighting.
what I was that's what I was gonna say. Like they put two old guys, what do you call it, on this fucking on the main card, right, for the main event and for the opening fight. Why would
Yo,
they? What do
did
you
you
call? Why
guys
would
watch his last fight?
it was
Like, can you
god
can you like
awful, bro?
if someone look, I get it. If someone is coming from a fan perspective, cool. Root for Shogun. I get it. Like he's a legend. Cool. But if someone can honestly tell themselves, I 100% believe he's going to win. I'm going to put my money on him. I'm sorry, bro. Like that. No, that's an L.
All
I'm
right,
sorry.
that's
You
fair,
can't.
Andrew. But hold up 1 second, okay? I think there's some motherfuckers in here that owe me and D Baby and Marin some apologies about that E-Gate fight. Because I think we was on an island and we was all getting told this exact same thing about it, how we was wrong, we couldn't be right.
We can't
But
even
look,
remember the
hey,
E-Gate fight,
Preach.
oh,
bro.
I can.
Hey,
Bro,
I
Preach.
bitch.
kept,
bro,
Hey,
no,
I
no
hey.
kept
one,
that.
no one said you guys were wrong about it. Technically,
I
technically,
broke that motherfucker down to a T, son.
I
To
bro,
know
the
because he
T.
bet it. He bet it.
like,
I know. I was
like,
there. You said it. He bet it.
All right,
like, it's
guys.
like when you Shogun. I mean, when
Nigga,
you
what?
tape this, right? I just want to put this out here, though, right? When you tape this,
Hold up, hold
what,
up.
what,
I'm just waiting for our apologies. I ain't heard shit yet. Have you, D Baby? Have you,
Hey,
Marin?
wait. Hey, Marin, are you about to dip out of here, bro?
No, I was just gonna say, well, why are we going like to the past two other fights when D
Yeah,
Baby
wait,
want to
hold
talk
on.
about this one?
Let Bisbing go on this fight.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, right? Let's stay on this fight.
All right, yeah. I was gonna say, I don't know if you can, uh, compare these other Brazilians quite accurately. I mean, you got Glover competing for a championship at 43, and then you got Shogun. I love the man. I hope he wins. I really do. I hope he wins. I don't give a fuck about Potera. I never heard of him in my life, but I don't think he's gonna win. I mean, look at he lost to Open St. Peru pretty bad, and I just don't think it's gonna work. And I think Dan Ige probably is not the best comparison to that, just because he's not 40, 41 or whatever Shogun is right now. But I feel you. I feel you. But
Nah, but they
No,
were
that was just
saying
me
he was
talking
old
shit.
though. They were saying he get old, he washed. So it's like it's kind of
but
his
it's not the
same.
same thing. It's not quite the same thing as
Shit.
Shogun, in my opinion.
No,
there
no,
was
Yeah, I
ever
mean,
a
it wasn't
moment
apples to
where
apples. I was just talking shit.
if there was ever a moment where there needs to be a conspiracy and someone needs to get paid off, just do the right thing, Dana. Pay this man off to lay down and
That's
get his
facts.
ass whipped for Shogun
Facts.
because this should
Facts.
not happen. It just shouldn't happen, bro. Like I swear to goodness, I'm not being funny. It should not happen, man. Shogun is really like like when he's in that cage, like it looks bad, man. Like it's not right, man. It's just not right.
He
It's
should be
not
Well, to
right.
be
fighting Chuck
fair,
Liddell.
to be
He
fair,
should
he
be
was
fighting
coming off a
Chuck
2 year
Liddell.
layoff.
That's true. That's true.
He was coming
Yeah,
off a two
that's
year
not
layoff.
going to be
But
good.
hey, that kind of Brazil thing kind of happens sometimes. It seems like.
Hey, can USADA travel to Brazil? That's a legit question right now.
Facts.
He looks like he's juicing again though a little bit. I looked at his social. He does look like he's juicing. So hey,
He probably just put down the fucking sushi rolls.
Wait,
Acai milkshake.
Joe, to answer your question, where does Costa reside now that he's fighting? Is it like in Vegas or the US or is it in Brazil? Because Costa has been one of the Paulo Costa. He's been one of the ones that has been tested the most. So
I think he's been stateside because he went back to Brazil like he announced it. I don't know. Anyway, lap this shit because that's a long
wait,
time, 12 and a
did,
half minutes.
didn't
What?
Baby have something to say or they
Oh,
already got
baby,
out his
go
stuff?
ahead.
I did. Oh, I was gonna say, I was watching tape on Shogun, and what I seen, I wasn't comfortable betting Igor or whatever his name is. I think Shogun, if he do win, it'll be because of his pace. That's
Hey,
about
bro,
it. But
let me ask you a question, and don't lie to me. I want you to tell me
all
the truth.
right, go ahead,
When
bro.
you was watching tape on Shogun, how did you get the VHS to work? I just, I'm
It
just
was in black and
Hey,
white.
curious.
bro,
Yo,
I
bro.
got ESPN Plus, man. It shows his last 4 fights, man. Don't play with me, dog. Don't play with me.
I just,
Let's be
he
honest.
been
All the Pride
fighting,
fights are on UFC app now too.
bro. Listen, there are fights carved in the walls of the pyramids of Shogun fighting. I'm not fucking with you. They're there, bro. He's old as fuck. Marin, what you got next?
Pride never dies, man. I'm just kidding. So next up, we have opening the main card. We're opening the main card with the guy who just got hair implants, Paul Craig, fighting out of the UK, 16-5-1, 35 years of age for him. He he is
Bro said
ranked.
hair plants. He got hair plants.
Yes, you guys didn't know this. It came up like on YouTube. Or he actually did it. I think like
And shit
before a
look
fight
good
week.
though. Shit look
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Don't want to get much into it, but like as a man, I don't think I'm ever doing that.
They probably
But
look
and
good because I ain't noticed that shit. It
Do
probably look good.
steroids make fake hair fall out too, or just real hair?
come on, man. I'm just kidding. All right, so this is in the light heavyweight. So wait, what? I can't even understand my own handwriting sometimes. But anyways, he's fighting Johnny Walker, who came off a win. He's 30 years of age, 19-7. Um, Fighting out of Brazil. He is the tallest than anything. Oh wait, Paul Craig is ranked number 9. Johnny Walker number 12. So they're looking to bounce up. Yeah, Johnny Walker's tallest than any means possible, 6'6" compared to the 6'3" of Paul. 82 inches of reach advantage compared to the 76 of Paul Craig. Sorry, I didn't mean reach advantage. 44.5 leg reach compared to the 43 of Paul Craig. The odds have Johnny Walker as the favorite, minus 200 compared to the plus 160 of Paul Craig. Judging by the way Paul Craig fought his last fight, I'm going to go with Johnny Walker in this one. He's looking like he's turning this thing around after he just beat Ian Kuchalaba. So I would take Johnny Walker in this one.
Yeah, so I'm definitely fanatics picking Johnny Walker in this fight. I think it's very I think it's a very realistic win for him. I know he's only got like I think 2 or 3 takedowns in his whole career when I was looking at it. Um and I don't think he's going to try to take Craig down. If he does take Craig down, Johnny is long enough. It could smell trouble. Craig has a way of winning fights he shouldn't win because guys give him limbs they shouldn't give him in positions they shouldn't. They didn't realize they were putting themselves in as long and as lanky as they are. Um, Craig is not. I mean, I don't know if you've seen the last fight. It's if you could meme a whole fight, like if you could meme a whole 15 minutes into 5 seconds somehow for someone to see, it would probably be the most famous meme amongst all MMA fans ever. Like it's a fucking joke. So like, I don't know. I like Paul Craig kinda. Like I don't have any problems with him as a person. This is a good matchup for Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker has not always proven to be the smartest fighter. I could give you several examples uh, in the Thiago Santos fight, the Krylov fight. Like he's just not always intelligent, but he is a good fighter when he keeps it together. So I favor Johnny Walker. I would not be surprised if we're out here talking about how Paul Craig got some fucking stupid dumb submission on him though when he was ground and pounding him. I think we'll go Andrew. He hasn't been on too many of them tonight. Andrew, go ahead first.
Bro, I mean, verbatim. I mean, I don't know how to say it any differently. That was beautiful. I mean, I understand Craig is, a big fan favorite. Everyone loves him. He's energetic. He's hyped, but his striking's not there. Johnny Walker is a hell of a kickboxer. So if it stays on the feet, he's getting destroyed, especially if he comes out with this Ryan Hall game plan because, oh my God, like that was I like not even from a fan perspective, man. No one wants to watch that. It shows you're one dimensional and garbage. Johnny Walker's nice, but just as you've said, Joe, and I've mentioned this every time we talk about a Johnny Walker fight, is his IQ's not the best. However, he showed much higher IQ improval in his last fight, mixing it up a little bit. I like him. He's as long as he doesn't spam those like spinning back kicks and stuff to allow those takedowns that Craig would desperately need to even have a hope. As long as he doesn't do that, this is easy. I got him by KO.
Nice. I agree with you on that last fight. Looking well improved to Wes. Go ahead.
Yeah, here we go again, man. Another rendition of Belfort and his son. So this is my son, John. Craig is my son. He is my child. So I love betting against Craig when it's time and betting, on my son when it's time to bet on my son. So once again, I got to take my son out. I had Ozdemir against him, and I'm on Walker here at negative 162 because it is what it is, man. Like he's gonna do that whole dance. It's the Ryan Hall dance again. It's Dan Hooker versus Claudio Puelis again. Watch, everyone's gonna cry and say, "Oh, Craig, I can't believe that sub is plus 385. They're disrespecting him in Brazil like weirdos." And John and Walker's gonna knock his ass out in the first round, and Brazil's gonna go crazy, as Connor would say, "Viva la Brazil, viva la Brazil," and that's it, man. And
The 283 card kicks off like crazy. People are texting their friends all through Brazil. You gotta turn it on now, bro.
Hey,
I'm telling you, you're not wrong.
might get one of the ladies come out in the cage, right, shaking it and doing a little dance where they do the little salsa, whatever the heck kind of dance, man. Viva,
Hey, Wes, you know what my favorite bet for that
All right,
fight
let's
is?
let's
That
give
somebody
Paul
says
Craig some credit though, man. He did take out the two
somebody
best
going.
strikers.
Yeah, that was how old ago? How long ago?
Hey, man, he still got it done.
Yo,
Come
Wes,
on,
you know what my
man.
favorite
That
bet
long
is?
Talk,
ago,
If
to
I
be
could bet
talk,
absolutely
something,
fair.
talk.
Go ahead, Trace. Let's keep
if
it. Let's keep structured. Go ahead,
yeah,
Trace.
if I could bet one thing on that fight, it would be that somebody's gonna make the point of saying Paul Krieg. It's not Paul Krieg, it's Paul Craig, or the other way around. Because they always gotta say that shit. They always gotta say Paul Krieg.
I got one more prediction, man. The only way that Craig will like injure him is basically from, Johnny Walker celebrating after he knocks his ass out. So he'll probably do some backflip or something, do the worm and injure himself. And, that's
Fine.
Paul Craig's moral victory. And that's it.
Yeah,
You're
like Mike
not lying,
Tyson.
bro.
Like Mike Tyson, I broke my back. Spine.
Dead picks. Go ahead.
Yeah, what do you call it? Fucking Craig, man. This is not the guy. This is not the guy for this fight, bro. You don't want to. If anything, if you're gonna bet Craig, it's because Johnny Walker's gonna slip on a banana peel, and go back to his dumb fight IQ. But I don't think that's the case. I mean, he was taken down. What do you call it? Fucking by Corey Anderson, like when he was getting the shit rocked out of him. Paul Craig doesn't really have good takedowns, like he fucking paws at your fucking like legs, when he's like, on his knees, trying, I don't know, man. I don't know what
He's
he
an
knows.
honorary Brazilian.
Bro, I do not. Yeah, I can't get behind Paul Craig and his takedowns. If he can't take down Johnny, then it's like, what are you gonna do? Like, are you gonna fucking box him? Like, you're not gonna box Johnny, like, shit. Like, see how that goes for you. So, obviously, this is a layup for Johnny. I think it should not a layup for Johnny because he could step up in that banana peel. Like, I'm not gonna dismiss that. What do you call it at all? Because it's fucking Johnny Walker. But
Yeah, but let's
yeah,
be honest. If he lets Johnny sit in his guard like Nikita Krylov did and land those strikes, he goes to sleep. He that's two different kind of powers.
right.
To even play
Yeah.
the rope a dope game that he plays.
Yeah, no, I mean my side's Johnny. I'm gonna bet Johnny. I'm gonna put in my fanatics and all that, but I'm just gotta keep that in the back of your mind. Like will he slip up in that banana peel? I don't think he will. I hope not. But I think this is one of the safer plays, of the night. So let's rock with Johnny.
Nice. Vinny, go ahead. Bisbing, I see you down there this time. I'm watching, scrolling up and down, bro. You're next.
Yeah, I just want to add that I still remember let me turn this down. Last fight when he fought Kuritala, he got thrown out of the locker room. He was walking in the middle of Vegas. That was Johnny Walker I'm talking about. He was walking in the middle of Vegas, fucking
In his
because he couldn't
shorts
get
and shit.
in his shorts, and he looked like a giant in that shorts. But anyway, that's a different story. I just wanted to say I got Johnny Walker this all day long. I think Paul Gregg. All he likes to do is go on the ground and hoping he could get a real what is it called, a real naked choke. That's all he does every fight that I've seen him fight. And talking about old, I think he's getting old. Everybody knows his game already. And Johnny Walker, if he takes to the ground, then Johnny Walker is going to be the stupid one to to follow him. I mean, like what said, first round knockout. That's what you gotta go for.
Nice take. Bisbing, go ahead.
Man, I was leaning Walker for this fight for a long time, and I'm gonna be the one person in this thing that says that the lack of fight IQ from Walker is gonna be his demise. I think that this is the fight that Craig wins every time. Krylov, poor IQ. He he got his ass beat, but then he snuck that triangle in and won. Ankalaev snuck that triangle in and won. And I think Johnny Walker, because for some reason, who was his last win? I think Ryan Spann Ion Kudalaba. He beat Ion Kudalaba, who is overrated as he is. And I really, really just think that this is the exact kind of fight that Paul Craig always gets underrated in, always gets underdogged in, and always wins. I just think it's that fight. I think it's that fight every single time. It's been that fight for his entire career. I think it's this fight in this, and I think it's construed because he looked so bad in his last fight, and I think Johnny Walker looked so good in his last fight because he fought Ion Kudalaba, and Ion Kudalaba is let's be honest, he's kind of a bum. But I think Paul Craig wins it. I do.
I actually love that take.
Yeah, me too, man. I thought that was a nice one. Hopefully next week you're back here bragging on it because I doubt too many of us are betting on Johnny. If anybody is betting on Johnny, though, fuck you. I hope they cash, man. No, I'm just giving you a hard time, Bisping. Marin, what you got next? I'm lapping this out at 12:05.
All right, we good. So next one, you'll love this one, Joe. But it is number 4 ranked flyweight Lauren Murphy fighting number 6 ranked Jessica Andrade. They're both coming off a win. Lauren is 16-5. Jessica is 23-9. 39 years of age for Lauren. 31 for Jessica. Let me see, 5'5" the height for Lauren, while 5'1" for Jessica. She also has a better reach and leg reach, so 67 inches compared to the 62 of Jessica, and then 38 for leg compared to the 35 of Jessica. Jessica is a huge favorite though, minus 550 plus 380 for Lauren. And for fanatics, I'm gonna go with this underdog. I'm gonna go with Joe's dog and take Lauren Murphy.
Listen, man, here's what I'm going to tell y'all. I don't give a shit what you have to say. I'm not going to hear it. I'm not going to agree with you. I'm not going to reason with you. It's going to be none of that on this fight. Lauren Murphy wins all day. And I want to be clear. I met Jessica. Every time she comes up, I say this. I don't care how they portray her like a man on TV. She's one of the most beautiful women you'll ever meet in your life. It's so sad Lauren's going to have to beat her face up. I don't know what else to say, but fucking Lauren Murphy wins all day. All fucking day. Trace, go ahead. Oh, Andrew, I think was
Yeah,
first. Go ahead,
Andrew had
bro.
first.
Joe, man, you're my dude. I love you. I have respect for you, but unfortunately, man, I think this is going to be her walking papers, bro. I think this is it. She's 38. She did look good in her last fight. Don't get me wrong. She impressed me against Misha Tate, but she's 38.
She's actually 39 now.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Man, Murphy getting that belt, bro. Lauren
She's
Murphy getting
fighting
that
an
belt.
animal and Jessica
Yes, she
Andrade.
is.
She's fighting an animal in Jessica Andrade in Brazil. So we know how that one's going. She can deal with her on the feet. She can deal with her on the ground. I don't think there's any pathway to victory for Lauren Murphy. Yeah, I think this is her last fight, bro.
She's
We'll see. We'll see.
6-1 in her last 7, bro. She was fought for a title 2 fights ago. She's coming off a win against a former champion. You're talking about she's walking. Come on,
All
bro. You
Murphy
trying to
do is
fuck with
win,
me right
bro.
now?
Joe.
All Murphy do is win, bro.
All right, let me get that. So, Lauren Murphy's got a 6-inch reach advantage. She's got decent boxing, nasty in the clinch, and very strong. Great takedown defense at 74%. She has very strong damaging jabs. Decent footwork, but almost no head movement. Andrade is powerful, walks people down, lands bombs, and absorbs punches on the way in. She has a 55% takedown accuracy. While I do think Murphy can win this fight, I'd rather not bet on her toughness. And what I honestly believe is a toss-up. Goes to a decision at -110, and a sprinkle on the fight to be won by split at plus 550.
Those are great fucking bets on that fight, bro. All my bias aside, those are great fucking bets on that fight. That is a super great way to look at that fight. Wes, go ahead.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I actually think Andrade getting disrespected because she shouldn't be no plus 175 to finish Murphy. And that should not be no negative money like for her to freaking go to decision. That's dumb. I mean, this is Andrade. Like, come on now. Like, I mean, like, no, like seriously, it's Andrade. Like Murphy has not fought an animal like Andrade. I mean, when last time she did, a puppy, because she fought Val, she was petrified. She didn't even want to get hit by her. I had the over, and I was just screaming, scared, like, "Come on, Murphy, please make it." So I can only imagine how she's gonna like behave against Andrade.
Now, Wes, let
And,
me touch you off there, son.
okay,
Murphy went 4 rounds with Valentina.
I
She
mean,
only went 2.
hey, but at the same time,
Got him.
Murphy, I had to struggle to get to that, man. Like, I mean, she was
Hey, she
scared.
struggled to get to it, but she got to it. Andrade
Like,
did not.
Different Valentina, in my opinion.
Val felt like she had to finish Andrade. It's a difference. Val said, I have to finish Andrade. It's kill or be killed because this is a beast. Whereas though Murphy is like, oh,
Facts.
okay, cool. I can sit here and just pick Murphy apart because she sucks. That's how Val looked at it. I mean, like, come on now, man. I
You
mean, I
guys know
like
this is one fight apart, right? Like it ain't like you different Val. It was one fight apart,
I
5 months, bro. What the
no
fuck you talking
I
about?
mean, I
Different
think it's the
Val.
same Val. I'm just saying, I think the approach, I don't think Val, like, I never thought that Val thought Murphy was a threat. You know, I mean, and I respect that Murphy is gritty and everything, but like, I can't really comprehend in my mind how she survives her. I try to compare it to Raquel, maybe like when she was fighting at 135. I said, well, maybe Murphy can hold her against the fence, maybe make it one of those kinds of fights. But I know Murphy gets hit a lot, like an awful lot. And I just don't know if she could take a punch from Andrade, man. Like Andrade is a beast. Like she hits hard. She just does. And even with the wrestling, like Murphy's takedown defense isn't great. And I know people say she stuffed Tate. Andrade is not Tate, So I mean, if Andrade gets her down, Andrade has really good ground and pound. I just don't really. That's my question. People keep asking me. I'm gonna tape it myself, but like I don't really know how she survives to go to a decision unless she just emulates Raquel, I guess. But that's it. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, I don't see an honest pathway to victory for her. And to clarify, I probably should use better words. I shouldn't have said walking papers. She wouldn't get cut. I think she's going to retire. I should have used better wording on that.
I don't even think that's accurate. I think she fights till she can't. She's got that kind of mentality, bro.
Yes, she came in late. I mean, I'm a mark on her, so like I don't want to beat it with a stick too much. I will say this in all sincerity. It went public months later, and she didn't make a big deal of it, other than she's kind of trying to get a doctor in trouble. So she had, man, I can't remember the name of it, but she had a infection in her stomach that hospitalized her twice, I believe, leading up to the Val fight, and then after. She was on like the wrong medications and all types of crazy shit going into that fight. So like, just as a fan, you know what I mean? Like, I don't discount her too much for what happened in the fight. She went almost 5 rounds with Val, very sick. I give her a lot of credit for that. Yeah, I don't know. I am a mark on Lauren though, and I know that. Bisbing, go ahead.
Yeah, man. So I feel you on that one. Sick going to a championship fight with Val is always hard, but I don't think this is gonna go well for Lauren. I think of her as the female version of Cowboy. She's always been there, and she'll always be like, we'll always remember her. But it's about time. It's about that time. I think. She's done her thing, but I don't think she's gonna beat Andrade. I think it's gonna be. I'm not gonna say a masterclass because Andrade is Andrade, but I don't think she's gonna look good. And I could be wrong, but I didn't think she looked good at all in that championship fight. And like you said, it could have been to that sickness, but I think she is the Cowboy of the women's divisions at this point, and she just probably it's about that time.
Hell no,
Just,
Misha Tate, the cowboy of that division, of the
I
female
mean,
version.
just to be fair, if you look at Cowboy's last 5 fights and you look at Andrade's last 5, 6 fights, she looks more like the Cowboy. But I'm just throwing that out there.
I'm just saying this. Uh, Dana White actually labeled what's her name, the cowboy of that division, the black chick that always goes fights the split decisions.
Angela
Angela
Hill.
Hill.
Yeah, Angela Hill is the cowboy.
Yeah, baby. That's fair as
That's a good
fuck.
point too. That's a good point too.
Vinny, what you got, bud?
I gotta say is I got Andrade on this. I don't think Lauren Hill. I mean, what's her name? Lauren got any chance of winning here. Andrade is she is like a man trapped in a woman's body. That's all I gotta say. She is
I love to call her
hot as hot.
little Vitor Belfort. This is a
Bro,
little.
Andrew, at least back me up and explain to these guys that is just how they make this broad look on TV, man. At least back me up, bro. You was there. You seen it.
Yeah, so I
You,
went
you
to
trying to say
fight night,
she looks sexy as hell?
I wouldn't use those words, but I went to fight week in July, and it was great. And I met her. She's very tiny. It's crazy to see her in person how tiny she is. But yeah, everyone like makes her out to be this like masculine woman just because she has like a shorter haircut. And, she's pretty damn muscular. But dude, she's very feminine and very beautiful once you see her in person. She wears makeup. I love the way she styles her hair, dude. When you see her in person, she's gorgeous, bro. She's absolutely gorgeous.
No, I agree. I mean, every woman's gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, everybody's got to dress up and put some makeup on and look good and put some heels on.
I
Nah,
mean,
we're
don't get
not.
me wrong. She's not like I'm not like attracted to her, but she by no means is she like ugly at all, and it's not
I
even
just think
close.
Well,
Andrade just manhandles her. I think she is going to use that short strength to just hold her up against Cage. I think it's going to be a boring fight that nobody likes to watch.
You know
I
what? You know what a
actually
bad
think
matchup is for a wrestler? A
so.
tall, a tall, lengthy person. They're hard to get down, and they've also talked about how strong Murphy is.
Yeah,
Like
Right.
all
bro.
they talk
So
about is how
I'm
So
not.
strong she is,
I'm
and
not
also
just
on
being a
top of
mark,
that, you also got to realize that
You
she's
do
coming up from 115.
do
She's
bro.
only
realize
at
Listen,
that
25.
One at a
Eubanks
time,
gave her
y'all.
Eubanks gave her the WrestleMania tickets, bro. So I mean, like, why wouldn't Andrade be able to? Eubanks did it.
I think, yeah,
They're
no, I
way
think it's
one
not going to
big.
be. That's not going to be a thing of taking her down. I think it's just going to be a thing of what Andrade does is just hold people against the cage. I think she's going to use. It's not going to be about a size thing. I think it's going to be about a technique and lower position and technical
Bro, don't let
grappling
the
against
pros
the
lie to
fence.
you. It's always a size thing. It's always a size thing, baby boy.
yeah,
These
I
Hey
actually
man,
think Andrade will be surprised if she tries to hold her against the fence at how strong Lauren is against the fence, particularly. I'm not gonna I'm not going to mark out and say that I think if Lauren doesn't do something about the strike she absorbs, it won't be a problem, because as a Lauren fan, that's the problem I got. You can't let this one hit you. Like, okay, so like all my bias and fucking with everybody aside, and I'll lap this one out in a second. Like, Lauren is just as strong as Andrade in the clinch. She's just as strong as she is in the grapple. No one's
Yeah,
going to convince me otherwise. She's just as strong against the fence. She lacks in striking. She lacks, especially compared to Andrade. But I'll just be honest. She just lacks in striking, period. She does take punches, but if she can keep it close, which Andrade isn't, like, in my opinion, she isn't like a big
yo,
range
anybody else, can
fighter.
anybody hear me?
I can hear you, Trace. Andrade isn't a big range fighter. You know what I mean? She's going to try to keep it close. So I think that favors Lauren. I do think Lauren should be the dog, if I'm being fair.
What
I don't
about
think it should be where it is, though.
submission defense? You think Lauren has it there against if let's say, I mean, Andrade has some submission offense. You think she'd be okay against the Andrade submission offense?
25 fights, 21 fights, was taken down by Valentina 3 times, never been submitted. I'm confident Lauren's not at risk of being submitted. I'm not saying it's impossible. Anything is possible, but, like, that's not even a worry.
All right, so it seemed like Wes and Andrew think Andrade getting a knockout.
I'm saying that, like, I don't know how she wouldn't per se. Like, again, I guess the only way that I envision it is like her just wrestling her. But I don't think the fight is gonna be like, okay, like when we were talking about Ketlin last card, I said, yeah, that's a 1-1 going into the third. This isn't gonna be no 1-1 going into the third. It's no way. Like, she's just better than Lauren Murphy. Like, I think like people being delusional, like, she's just not better. Like, Murphy's not better. And she got wrestled by Eubanks. Like, so no, that's not true to her takedown defense is elite. Like, she got wrestled by Eubanks easily. Like,
Yeah, but to be fair, the Eubanks fight is when she made the switch after that. She got controlled, made the training switch, went on a 6-fight win streak to the title. Like, that was the switch. Like,
Also, she was a 140. Like Eubanks is a 145er now. I mean, that was fight. She's a fighting a 125er. She used to be able to make that weight. That's
To me,
Andrade,
that's a whole different kind of weight, man. Like it's like saying just because she took Andrade slammed Rose, she can do the same thing to her. That's two different kind of fights, man.
I think Andrade can. She's an
I
everythinger.
think I
Like,
think she is way stronger than people give her credit for.
I,
I think they're gonna lock up and you're gonna see a stalemate where
bro, Andrade.
I think Murphy starts teeing her up inside the clinch. I think
I,
he
man,
hits her with knees and elbows.
I
I
think
just don't
that
see a win that sticks out to me that shows that she's going to beat the elite of the division. Not that there's a crazy elite of the division beside like maybe the top 2 or 3, but I just don't see a win on Murphy's record.
Grasso, when she beat Grasso, I mean, it might have been a robbery, but she still was doing her thing,
I
though.
mean, the path for her is the grind. That when I hear you guys say that Jessica might put her against the cage, like, to me, I'm like, that's the path to victory for
Hey
Lauren.
Joe,
Anything
Joe,
else is the hurt. Yeah, I seen. So
we
Jenny
got a
had
new point of
her hand
view.
up. Go ahead, Jenny. What do you got on this?
Hey everyone, it's my first time here. It's an awesome space, so thank you. I love Andrade, and as others have mentioned, I think that we're forgetting that she got the first standing arm triangle. So I think that's something worth mentioning. And I think that the fact that Lemos was, I believe, 5'4", 5'5", and she's only 5'2", and she was able to pull that off says a lot about her strength, and also, the fact that she can definitely pull this off against Lauren Murphy. And no disrespect to Lauren Murphy, I just think that Andrade definitely can pull this off, and I love her, so I just had to jump in because she's amazing. And to those saying that she can still be feminine and still be muscular, kudos to you. That's all I got.
How
And
you
and
get
thank
your
you
mic
again for
so
having
loud?
this space.
How you get your mic so loud? Your mic hella loud.
It's
Is it
nice.
really? Oh, I'm
It,
sorry.
no,
I
it's
just
not
have it
on
on
my end.
speaker.
It's no louder than anybody else's. Uh,
My
I
bad.
don't.
I just
So
have a loud voice.
Nah, this
I
is
will
like
say
good
this:
volume.
when I looked at this fight statistically, I know you're not lying because the first thing I was like, oh, Lauren's taller than her. She's probably only. I was like, Lamos is probably only at Jessica's height anyway. That's why she's got that standing arm triangle. And I went straight to the stats and was like, fuck, she is taller than Jessica. So like, as soon as you said that, I was like, damn, I thought I was gonna make it through this whole space with no bringing that up.
No,
Bro,
I think
everyone is
Marin.
taller than Jessica, man.
I think Marin just fell in love, boys.
Wait, what?
I'm gonna give you a spoiler alert. She's gonna go ahead, pick her up over her head, and then the crowd's gonna go crazy, right? Again, another Brazilian moment. Viva la Brazil, vai. And that's what it's gonna be. She's gonna slam her down.
West,
That's just cat. That's
She's gonna
cat, bro.
slam her down.
West.
Rose,
She's
This
gonna slam her
Rose
down.
knockout.
WrestleMania. And really, Lauren Murphy's moral victory is going to be to survive because Andrade's amazing. It is what it is, man.
That's all I need for my money, son. I
Hey
got
Wes,
to
I like
survive.
how you do a lot of wrestling references because you starting to sound like you think this is the Royal Rumble.
I mean, it is, man. Like Vinny said, man, it's the Royal Rumble for Brazil, man. Like it's just like Lauren Murphy is there for people to take stabs on and to lose their money, man. Like, don't fade these Brazilians. Like, it's not happening. Like, it's not
Bro, I
happening.
don't see her picking her up, my nigga. Keep it real. I don't see her picking up Murphy like that. Like she going,
Go
bro.
All
ahead,
right, all
jump it
right,
in.
all right. Listen. I love Lauren Murphy. We got someone out here that loves Jessica Andrade. This went great, but we are at almost 20 minutes on this fight. 18 and a half. I gotta lap it.
Wait, who's
Marin.
that?
Murphy getting that belt. She getting that belt. Murphy getting that
And
belt.
new, bro. I tag her like once a week to let her know. And fucking new this year.
Wait,
Marin, what you got next, bro?
what about Usman? I don't think he's really said a lot. Just one quick comment and then
Oh, let
we'll
him
get
go
done.
ahead. Go ahead, Usman.
No, I was just gonna say I'd like to give credit to both of these women in the strength department. I think a lot of us forget that Andrade has some wins at 135, so she's been able to muscle her way to get some victories against some bigger women. And it's another one of my theories is that these women come into their prime a little bit later and they get that like old man strength or old woman strength. So I really like Lauren Murphy's strength as well. I think if we're looking for a win for Lauren Murphy, it's actually stalling it out and using that strength. And when we look at Jessica Andrade's losses against those bigger women at 135, it was a lot of either being held up against the fence, like against somebody like Raquel Pennington, and then getting taken down, or even getting, what was it, choked out by Marion Renault back in the day. I think there's definitely a path to victory for Lauren Murphy, and I think it does rely along the clinch and maybe even getting her own takedowns. But I do think Lauren might be able to be strong enough to balance out the weight.
Well said,
Man,
buddy.
good man. We'll close it with that for sure. 20 minutes out. That's a clean
Yeah,
end to
topic.
that one. Marin, what you got next?
Damn,
A
Joe.
real quick topic. A
I
real
thought you,
quick topic. It's gonna be
yeah.
real quick, Marine. Real.
No, go
I
ahead.
just
Go
got
ahead.
a I just got a question for Jenny. Hey, Jenny, you watch MMA as a fan or you be betting?
Am I a fan or what?
Or do you
Do you,
bet? Because
do
we
you
all
bet
bet.
Oh,
or you just
I
watch
don't
MMA
bet.
as a?
Just as a fan.
Okay, bet. Say
Ain't
less.
nothing
Carry
wrong with
on.
that.
Is this
Uh
more for betting?
oh
I mean
no.
both.
We all
Both.
do though, because we're degenerates. That's our problem.
I would if I could. If someone's in California and can tell me how, then, hit
Bro,
my DMs.
I got Bovada. I live in the Bay Area, so
Okay. Yeah,
sucks though
can you
because
send me information on that?
yeah, it just sucks because
Okay,
if you need to
cool.
withdraw, you need like at least $100. So that kind of sucks. But other than that, it's pretty good.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yep.
All right,
Hey
Marin.
Joe, I thought you were gonna be by yourself on this one, honestly, but we had a good debate. Well, next up we got I think this is the feature one. We got Gilbert Burns versus Neil Magny at welterweight. 20-5 for Gilbert, 27-10 out of the records for Neil Magny. 36 years of age for Gilbert, 35 for Magny. Number 5 ranked for Burns, number 12 for Magny. Magny's coming off a win, Burns off a loss. Let me see. Oh, Magny's taller, 6'3 compared to the 5'10 of Burns. He also has a better reach advantage, 80 inches compared to the 71, and also the better leg reach, 45 compared to the 40 of Burns. Um, Betting wise, Burns is the huge favorite, minus 500, plus 350 for Neil Magny. I don't know, guys. I guess I'll take Burns.
Man, this was a fight I didn't even feel like I needed to tape. Like, we've watched them fight so much, and I'm very fresh on all their fights. I've watched the Chamaya fight with Burns a couple times, non-related to taping um, Chamaya or taping Burns. Um, Magny, man, he's been hot topic. He's actually been pretty active even since the space has been going. I've taped him a couple times. I'll be honest, man. I highly favor Gilbert Burns here as far as skill set goes, but Neil is big. Neil is much taller, much longer. Sometimes that seems to be what he can get working for him. A few fights ago, when me and Wes weren't pissed at his ass, we talked about his step in jab. He does still have that step in jab when he gets it working. Like, I don't know, man. Neil's one of them ones like Paul Craig. He wins fights he shouldn't win, and there's just no way to say that he's out of any fight. No action on this fight. I'm not really a fan of Gilbert, so I'm pulling for Neil just because he's been at it so long. If something don't happen for him soon, he ain't gonna get his shot up there at the top. So I'm pulling for Neil as a fan. That's all I got. Wes, go ahead.
You know what's messed up, man? Me and you, we had a great union because we finally like joined up on the narrative side together, right? And then he screwed us over, right? We were like, hey, D-Rod, the UFC wants D-Rod to win, man. We're on D-Rod, right? And he got us. And then it was like, wow, man, the tape mode would have worked for us. So with that being said, Tape West has been back. So, I mean, if we go straight tape, the reality is, I mean, Magny's gonna try to land the jab. Like, the jab is Gilbert's worst enemy. It is what it is, right? Like, that's his kryptonite. If he was Superman, go ahead, just land that jab and Gilbert's gonna get tagged up, right? But here's the problem. Magny's takedown defense is atrocious. It just is what it is. So as soon as he starts landing that jab, Gilbert's gonna shoot for that double and gonna take him down, man. And then he's gonna search for subs. And that's ball game. So I mean, it's like, that's how I see the fight. Like, I think Magny's gonna try to land the jab. He might land the jab, and then Gilbert's gonna take him down. But if they're just standing, I still believe that Gilbert, with his aggression and his power, could possibly go ahead and knock Magny out. Remember, he fought Griffin. We saw what happened with Griffin. Like, Magny, this is just a good fight it's a good fight for Gilbert, man. It just is what it is. I think the line is justifiable. What is he, 500 now at this point? I mean, what should he be? What is a person going to say? He should have been a pick'em or something? Like, come on now. Like, he has the takedowns, he has the aggression, he has the better power. Burns all day.
Absolutely. Do you count Neil out on the ground, no, Wes? Like, if it gets
Yes,
to the ground, do you just absolutely count him out?
yes, I count him out because every time he fights someone that can wrestle, I bet against him. Like, literally, like when he fought Chiesa, I bet Chiesa at dog money. I said, oh yes, let me get that. Like, if he fights someone that wrestles, it's just easy money. He's gonna get taken down. It is
Hey,
what it
Wes.
is.
Hey, so just to help you out, yeah, it is minus 500 right now, even though on UFC.com, so like about like 2 weeks ago, it was at minus 365 for Burns. So yeah, it's moved all the way up to minus 500. You're
I
right.
mean,
Smart people
as
hammering
it
that
should.
shit. Smart
Yeah,
people hammering that shit.
yeah.
Bizbing, what you got?
Yeah, so kind of same vibe. I mean, I think Magny is okay everywhere. I don't want to be the one to say he's a gatekeeper of the division, but he's pretty much a gatekeeper of the division. I think Burns is better pretty much everywhere, honestly. I think he is. Even in the wrestling department, I mean, Magny got taken down and controlled by Chiesa, and Chiesa got taken down and controlled by Brady. And I personally think Burns is even above Brady. So I think Burns is. I think it's not going to be. I think it's not even going to be close. I don't think it's going to be a close fight. I think if Magny tries to stand and strike, I think Burns has the power to put him out. He has the striking advantage, and I think if it becomes a grappling match, a clinching match, if it comes a clinching match, I think Burns just takes him down and submits him or grounds and pounds him. I don't even see this. I don't see this going full distance. I think Burns wins by finish.
Hey, Wes. Yeah, I actually I can't argue with that at all. Wes, you remember the Repo Man in the WWE, bro?
I do actually. Yep.
Man,
Old school.
if Neil Magny came out in that outfit, right? Like, I'm just saying. I'm sorry. Dead Picks, you had your hand up. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, what do you call it? This was another fight that I took another quick look at, and I remembered Neil Magny last time when on D-Rod. I was like one of the only guys that was on Neil Magny, if not the only guy on Neil Magny, and you guys kept telling me, nah, D-Rod's gonna put him out, this and that. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, all right, whatever, and I just stood off that fight at the end of it, but. Nah, I was kind of mad at myself because I'm like,
You
fuck,
should
I
have
was
told us
doing.
to fuck off and bet
Not
that
the only
shit,
one,
bro.
Dad. Dad,
I
me,
In
I
all
was on that
fairness, we
island too,
were
bro.
going narrative, Dead Picks. You should have
I was
just
on
said,
Magny.
man, go tape. We were going narrative, bro. We were going narrative.
Yeah, I know. We were caught. I mean, I was caught in the hype of all that too. I'm not gonna lie, bro. It was a cool. It was something cool for the moment. But anyways, this is what do you call it, a spot where I'm gonna get my fucking money back, bro. Like I'm gonna make it back, bro. I'm gonna put Gilbert Burns in a parlay with who was it? Jonathan Almeida, Warley, and Johnny Walker. Yeah, those four guys were gonna be my little parlay, and I was just gonna be happy with
Hold on,
that.
who's your four? I said again, who your four?
Gelatin, Warley, Johnny Walker, and Gilbert. So yeah,
That's it.
I feel safe with that. I'm gonna get my money back from fucking Neil on that last fight. So yeah,
Bro,
I
what
don't
kind
think
of odds you getting on that shit? I'll throw $20 on that. What you getting
two
on that?
278 is something small, man. It's not a like a crazy. It's a chalk
Plus
walk, you know.
278?
Yeah, chalk walk, you know.
Yeah, nice. That ain't too
I
bad.
put
I
a
hit
hundred
one
on
last
it.
week to get
Put a
my
hundred.
money back on Busted Ass Flick. I hit one on the after Flick fucking lost because I'm a
I,
dumbass.
I should have begged you to not take Flair. I kept telling you, Joe.
So, but bro, you got to remember when I took Flick, I had him more than covered. He wouldn't even hurt my night on Amivov versus Gastelum, bro. And then they canceled my fucking Amivov ticket, bro. And I was sitting there on my fucking Flick ticket, like this is bullshit. So I took Usman. I took I took 4 last week and got my money back plus a little bit and came out even, but man, it was still some bullshit. They took my bet. I don't want to talk about it.
Yo,
I
Joe,
remember I actually asked you in the chat though, because I kept it real with you. I said, bro, did you sit here and do that because you're mad because of Imavov? And you didn't even say nothing back. I said, yep, he knows. He's just mad because Imavov got thrown away. I'm like, there's no way. You just got convicted all of a sudden. Man, Flick's gonna beat that ass. I was
I
like,
was
come on,
pissed,
bro.
bro. I
Like,
was
come on.
mad as fuck, man. Come
and
on,
what
bro.
Joe thought he
I
was
don't never
easy.
come to you early with a fight. Wes, I was on this shit like 2.5 weeks early talking about, bro, have you seen this shit? Like, I'll never come to you. I'm trying to plan this space and do all the bullshit for it and get the website going. My time is occupied when I'm getting high in my garage, bro. Fuck, I was like, man, look at this shit. Man, it was like watching, like when a good movie comes on cable and you catch the second half on accident. I was like, man, this shit right here. And then they took it, bro. I didn't even see the end. They went
Bro,
to
did you just say
like,
cable?
fuck off, bro. You're not old, bro. It's okay.
Hey
You're
Andrew,
not
I
old.
know I know you saw that meme where they were trying to like say that cable was too expensive and all that shit. I know you saw that too on Twitter like this past week.
You want to know why cable's too expensive? Because then we're gonna move on. But
I'm
here's
trying to
why
get my
cable.
take on this fight, asshole.
Oh, cable's too expensive because now I have cable and 14 fucking apps. That's why. Because I have fucking 5 kids and now I have all that shit. Trace, go ahead.
So, for the people saying that they think that he's going to finish Magny, I would like to point out that in his last 9 fights, he's only had 2 finishes. It's not like this dude's big. He's not this big killer in the UFC like people make him out to be.
Bro, if he would have had 2 more rounds in that,
It don't matter what he would have, could have, should have, brother.
he would have finished Hamza, brother.
Anyway,
Whoa.
No,
Whoa.
don't, Wes.
Whoa.
Come on, bro.
Whoa.
We're clocking it.
Yo, he did it. He did it, bro.
Yeah,
Don't you ever
he low,
don't
low key
defy the
not
great
capping.
Hamzat, man. Do not defy the great
He
Hamzat.
owned
Do
the
not
son though.
disrespect
He
the
owned the
great
son.
Hamzat.
give me
Bro,
Neil
Bro, we
Magny for
about
the
to go to
upset.
war. Ain't this a bitch? Like, I can't.
It's no way a person could watch what Shavkat did to Magny though and think that Burns won't do the same thing. I mean, come on. We've seen it for 2 fights. Like Chiesa did it. Shavkat did it. I mean, come on, man. He's just getting passed around like a blunt to get like taken down and handled. Come on now.
Yeah,
Facts.
it is
I
hard
can
to.
dream, bro. I can dream for my boy Magny. I just want him to make his. I feel like he's such a good journeyman, dude. He like at one point he had like a 7-fight win streak. The dude gets disrespected more than he should, but I understand like Burns is probably gonna win this fight.
Give
There's
me
no
the over.
disrespect. There's no
Give me the
disrespect. I
over.
love Magny. Magny's a fucking G. He's been the one like in that division, the only one in that division that's been willing to take a fight against anyone and everyone at any time.
Yeah,
And
I
he's
mean
won a lot of
he's
those
been
fights.
calling Hamzat for forever.
Facts. I agree with you, but there's just, I mean, there's levels to the game. Everybody says it, there's levels to the game. In my
You better
opinion.
change your emoji, your dude to a DC character. You gonna start spouting that shit.
Hey yo, Toppy, just give me the over, dog. Give me the over.
I'll take the over with you, bro, all day. I'm on it. I'm literally gonna note that shit to look for the over.
I could see
Y'all
Burns
go ahead
Hey,
and let
winning.
someone
Prodigy
might.
get in on this.
I think that's Prodigy.
Yes, Prodigy. Go ahead and let Prodigy get on this.
Yo, talk your shit, big dog.
Yo, Prodigy, if you got something to say, let's hear it,
Oh,
brother.
I was just saying, I think Burns submits him early, shortly after he takes him down.
That's a very likely outcome, I'd say.
Yeah, it is. Despite all the arguing, it is actually a pretty likely outcome. Anybody else got a different take on this, or I'm gonna lap it? We're
I
Nah, I
close.
just
mean,
like playing devil's advocate. You know me.
Yeah,
is
good man.
anybody got the knockout though? Is somebody going for the knockout for Burns?
Nah, like I said, he's only got 2 finishes in his last 9 fights. While Magny does seem to get wobbled, I don't think he's been knocked out too many times. Let me look.
I
I could
think
see,
KO is live though. I think KO is live. Like honestly, I think it's
yeah,
tough to decide whether he knocks him out or subs him, but
I
I
could
think
see a
it's live.
finish. I
He
could
only
see a
been
Yeah.
knocked
finish.
out once. He only been knocked out
Twice.
once.
He's been knocked out
And
twice. Lorenz
Twice.
Larkin and
But
I'm
he's
talking
Santos
about
also
like
Nibio.
recently.
Magny's
Recently.
Magny's getting older. The older they get, the more likely they are to get finished, in my opinion.
I
And
mean,
and Burns, I think he's got a finish in him. I think he does.
I mean, that's not
and
your
Burns is
opinion.
in
That's a
Brazil
fact. The
too.
older
So
they get, I think Burns gets a
Yeah,
knockout here. I definitely
but
think
he's
it's
not that
live.
old. Burns is actually older.
and then Burns is in Brazil too. So I mean, hey,
So Magny's only been knocked out twice in 36 fights.
But
Burns is in Brazil and Magny hasn't been in Brazil in how many fights?
that's right.
Yeah,
So
but
yeah,
hey, but
And
you know what?
Burns
Being
is
in
just
your
better,
hometown
man.
doesn't
He's
make you a
just better.
superhero.
Burns is just better, though.
he's just better. And being in Brazil he's in Brazil gives him
Now, Wes,
power.
He's
you're a
gonna.
line and a stat man. I'm telling you, the
Listen,
man's only
wait.
been in the last 9 fights. He's only had 2 finishes. I mean,
Trace ain't even betting this fight. He got
I'm,
y'all all worked. He ain't even fucking betting this fight.
don't tell him that, Joe. Damn,
He ain't even betting this shit. He probably not
I'm
even
trying to
making a
rile
pick.
him up.
He's probably not even making a pick on the Fanatics app on this bullshit. Marin, what you got next, bro?
I just like how Wes kept on saying that it's in Brazil, like it gave him superpowers. But anyways,
Still in my lines, Marin.
all right. Next, we have. I mean, I do have a tell of the tape of this matchup, but I feel like we've seen it too many times. Davison Figueiredo, the flyweight champ, against Brandon Moreno, the IC champ.
Man, laugh this shit, man.
Yeah, we've talked this fight too much, man. I can't.
I don't give a fuck who wins. I just
Bro,
don't want to
I
see it
don't
again.
want to hear the
I
fucking
just don't want
tail
to
of
see it
the tape.
again.
I just want to hear Andrew. I want to hear Andrew go on a rant. I want to hear Andrew go on a rant about how he doesn't want to see the sequel again, though. Can we at least get that?
I done heard that story 25 times.
I want to go on a
Talk
little
your
rant
shit,
first.
Andrew. Talk your shit, Andrew.
All right, go Andrew first, and then I'll go on my little rant afterwards.
Bro, I can't do this again.
Bro, he's laughing the whole time.
Marin, what you got, bro?
No,
Well,
I can't.
I just want to say that. Well, actually, the
You're
night moves.
taking Moreno. We know, bro. We know.
Why? Because he's Mexican. You guys.
Yeah,
Exactly.
don't fucking
Exactly
bother me,
why.
He's in Brazil, bro. He's in Brazil. He's in Brazil, bro. He's in Brazil.
Marin don't
Wes.
care, bro. He's from Mexico.
Wes.
Marin don't give a shit.
No, it was
Bro, he's
funny
in
because
Brazil, bro.
when Moreno actually won the title, I actually bet against him, and I lost like a good ass parlay, like $50,000 in Vegas. Anyways, Bisping has his hand up. Trace does too. I
Stop
just
the
want to say.
cat. You said
I just want
50
to say that
racks.
Moreno is actually the only one, like Kate said in the group chat. Moreno is the only one who actually stopped him. Figueredo had just won on like super close like decision. So that's my point right there. I'm gonna just skip this then. Go
All right.
ahead, Bisping.
I'll keep it
Trace.
short. I'll keep it short, and then I'll pass it off to Bisbing. After rewatching the third fight, initially I thought Figgy won, but after rewatching it without the sound, aside from the two knockdowns, minute for minute, Moreno won this fight. I had it 3-2 at worst for Moreno. He got dropped in the third with 7 seconds after hurting Figgy multiple times. He did get dropped in the fifth, but stood right back up and started teeing off on Figgy again. The fight even ended with Moreno landing a flurry. Figgy has non-existent head movement and defense. I like Moreno to win here.
Listen, man, I'm gonna let Bisbing go, but you done fired me up because now I gotta remind you that there's some type of Mexico City narrative shit that used to be going on. That ain't no lie. They had all these Mexico City motherfuckers that were coming up, and Brandon Moreno was one of them. And he should have lost that first fight. He should have lost the first fight. He should have lost the first fight. He lost the first fight. He lost the first fight. But they called it a majority draw or some stupid shit like
Well, yeah,
that. So here
because
we are.
Figgy lost a round because of that. What was it? Eye poke or
Yeah, he
crotch
got a
shot.
point
He
deducted.
did like two in a row. So yeah, he lost. He
This
lost a point
isn't
due to
this
that.
is this is bullshit that I'm watching. It's like watching Friday the 13th 13. Like we know how it's gonna end. Bisbing, go ahead.
Thanks, man. So yeah, I think in every single fight that they've had so far, all three of them, the outcome, and this is a hot take, but I think the outcome depends on which Figgy shows up. Because the same Moreno has showed up in each three fights. He's been there to fight every single time. But Figgy has not been there to fight, the one time that he lost. I think it depends on which Figgy shows up. That being said, I don't really give a fuck. I just want this shit to be over with. I want the division to move on. I just don't want to watch this fucking fight again. I don't want to watch it. I
Figgy's
want
gonna.
it to be over. I
Let's
want it to be
go.
And
done.
it's gonna be
Yo,
30
say it,
fucking
baby.
minutes with the rounds, bro. 35 fucking minutes with
Yeah,
the
I
with the
want
I
it to be
announcement.
over with.
I get
And
it. We want to get it
God,
over
God
with.
damn it, just please give me somebody else.
I
Who
get it's the
cares
Figgy's
fourth
about the division?
installment.
But give me somebody else.
I get it's the
Bisping,
fourth
say it for
installment,
the
but
people in the back, bro.
I get it's the fourth installment. But at the same
Thank you.
time, every fight's been exciting. It hasn't been like these boring. Like it wasn't
It
like with
has
fucking
been, but
Ngannou
at
and
the same
Derek
time, dude,
Lewis.
give me someone else in the
I get it,
goddamn
but for
division.
enjoyment, but entertainment factor, this fight's gonna be fucking awesome.
It
These fight's
is,
gonna
Oh,
be
but
fucking
it's
fire.
also
oh,
to my
Trace, come
original
on,
point.
bro.
To my
Don't,
original
man.
point, it depends on which Figgy shows up because
Man, y'all
Moreno
are
has
some
showed up. It's
y'all are
it's
some
it's the
haters.
same. It's the same level of Moreno every single time.
Trace, you probably liked the third
Bro,
Volkanovski
let me tell you
Holloway
something.
fight.
Let me tell you something, buddy. When Moreno happens in here and he don't fucking follow none of y'all but follows me, just remember, it's because I supported his ass.
What
All
was
right,
too?
bro.
What
All
was
right,
too
bro.
many? What
Invite
was
him
too?
into the space when he follows you too, so we can talk to him because we all like him, but nobody wants
Yeah,
to see the
that's
fight.
right.
no, yo,
You
I'm
want to
not
know the
saying
Nope,
I
first
don't
thing
like.
I'm
nope,
going to say
I
to
nope. He
just
him?
said
didn't.
I want
Bring him
Moreno
into
to win.
space. The first thing I'm going to say to him, man, it was so great to see you fight
Yeah,
Kai
no doubt.
Fans.
I
That's
just
going to be the
said
first thing I say. It's
I
going to be the
want
first thing
Moreno
I
to win.
say.
I want Moreno to win, but I don't care. I just want it to be done. I
So,
want to
bro,
see the
Moreno
shit move
probably
on.
is gonna win. Figgy's been having problems with I don't know. He's talking about leaving the division for decades. Hey, Dead Picks, go ahead, and then Wes, go ahead.
Man, Figgy want to be a chef, so he good to lose. He want to be a chef, so
Yeah,
we
he's
straight.
about to cook up Brandon Moreno's ass in a platter, bro. He's about to fucking knock his ass out. He's
Oh, you
about to
gonna eat
be
that
it,
booty?
bro. Yeah, he about to fucking serve that ass in a platter, bro.
In
If he,
I don't
Brazil,
know.
baby.
if he makes weight though, if he makes weight,
True. Yeah, anyways, yeah, I saw my Beefy shit for a second. Anyway, shouts out Beefy. Wish he was here in the fucking space. Anyways, yeah, man, I don't know, bro. I'm over this fucking fight. I didn't tape it. I don't want to see this shit. I'm probably gonna fucking be drinking when this fight goes on. I'm probably gonna stay away from it altogether, but I'll put Figgy and Fanatics. Yeah, just fuck, man. Why would they do this? Even in boxing, bro, like they don't do rematches like so
Yo, hey,
sudden.
Interesting.
speaking of
Thank
fanatics,
you.
hang on, let me run over fanatics real quick. Speaking of fanatics, don't just pick one or two fights, man. Pick the whole card. Like we're trying to get like an accurate thing. Like if I picked and played every fight like that, then yeah, I would have a high accuracy too. Do the full card. That way we have an
So,
accurate depiction of who's doing what. You know what I'm saying?
so
Yeah,
here's what I'll
everybody.
say. Try to do the majority of the card. It's not fair to say to do every fight because some fights you might be guessing.
But we're not
You might
making no
not
money.
be real
We're not
familiar
losing
with
or
the
gaining
guys.
anything though. But we're not
But
losing or gaining anything. It's not real money. We're just trying to
yeah,
see who's
but
most accurate.
it's not accurate if you're not familiar with the guys. So I would say if you're on the Fanatics app, the majority of you should be able to hit the majority of the fights. Wes, go ahead, and then Jenny's got her hand up.
So like, let's be real though, right? Like, if you were thinking about like the movies that like drew on too long, right? It just went too long. This is it. This is it right here. You know, like
Exactly.
when was Star Wars too much? You know, when was freaking Star Trek too much? When they just started making all these fake
Wait,
remakes and everything, right? Like, I mean, like Bad Boys shouldn't have had two. You know, I mean, come on, let's be real. So I
Nigga,
mean,
Bad Boy
come
2
on.
was lit. What you mean, dog?
Bad Boys could have stopped at one, man. It could have stopped at one.
Man, it
It
could have
could have
stopped
stopped
at
at one.
2. 3 was trash.
All right, then. I mean, hey, you know,
Yo, bro, two was lit, man. That's when they roasted that the girl's boyfriend.
Godfather should have never had a three. I mean, come on now, man. I mean,
We
so
don't talk
That's
about three.
facts. That's facts.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
It's just
Matrix in there had
You
a
don't
4.
start with Bad Boys 2 as your example, Wes.
enough is enough, man. You know, like, and this is what kills me. And see, this is my part of the rant, right? Okay, it would have been okay if this was like, let's say, John Jones DC 5 or something, right? We got hatred, but no, Moreno wants to hear here and say, "Oh,
I
let's
want
make
to
peace.
fight you, please. I want to fight
Let's
you, please.
let's make peace, my
bro,
brother.
it's
Let's make
KO
peace, my
guy.
brother." Oh, it's like, oh, you went and fucked it up. I don't want to watch this shit now. I don't want to see this. I don't want to see it.
Hey,
Okay.
bro, I'm not trying to sound shitty, but he's from Mexico. I wanted to see him like break a beer bottle and try to get in a dirty bar fight. Like, what the fuck are you doing in there making peace and
No,
shit?
you know why,
Fig,
Joe? Because he doesn't take steroids, so he doesn't have anger issues like all the other steroid users. That's
Fig
why.
wanted the
Well, you know
war,
what you should
bro.
do, Marin? You know what you should do? You should send him some steroids then. How about
No,
that?
Exactly.
How
Fig
about
wanted
that?
the war, man. He wanted the war. Fig tried to bring the war, but this man wanted to bring peace. But with that being said, breaking down the fight, right? I think it's the same thing. I think Moreno, people keep telling me about how he's working on his boxing and all this other stuff. He can't resist the urge to get hit. I have said this multiple times. He cannot resist it, man. He likes that itch. He wants that feeling. He wants that war. He's gonna get hit. And at the end of the day, Fig's gonna hit harder. That's gonna always be that way. And then the reality is, in my opinion, people saying I'm on Moreno, man. Do you really think he's gonna win a decision in Brazil? No, he's not. He's not.
Wait up. If
He's
it's
not
a
winning a decision in Brazil. So he has to outclass him in order to win. Good luck
Damn,
with that.
Prodigy, mute
there
your
could
shit, big
definitely
dog.
be some.
All right, let's let Jenny get on the mic. She had her hand up earlier.
Yeah,
You
but
guys
there
said
could definitely be
everything.
some hometown cooking, some
Yo, Prodigy,
hometown
chill.
rivalry. If it's
Mute this
look,
nigga.
men first.
Um, so do you guys think there's a possibility if it goes to decision of a split draw? Do you think that could actually happen?
Oh, hell no.
No.
We don't need that.
No.
We do not
No.
need
Come
that.
on.
No.
What
No.
the fuck?
Why
He
would you
was like,
even put
I'm
that
he
sorry,
into
I
said,
just had
Yeah,
to. I
existence?
had
no.
he
to do it.
said, you know what would make this Kool-Aid even better?
Hey, if it
Give me
goes a
the give
split
me the
draw,
paddle. I'm gonna
if it
stir it
goes a
up.
split draw, just fucking cancel the whole goddamn division. Let it go. Let it
They
go.
do a double knockout, like what was that? Rocky one, and then we got to just revert all the way
No.
back.
hey,
Dude,
Oh God!
Wes,
Oh
I
Sorry,
was
God!
just
I
gonna
really
say,
just
man,
had to
you,
Make
for funsies.
all those 125 motherfuckers fight at 135. Just get rid of the goddamn division at that point. Fuck.
That's all I got.
Wes, I was just saying, bro, this shit's a movie. You had
you
Rocky
just
one, it was super close, so
guys.
you had to bring it with the two. with the same guys, having him and Apollo
Bro,
fight it off, and then you had
yeah,
the winner. And then could you imagine? Can you imagine the Rocky series if they did a Rocky 3 with the same fucking two dudes?
yeah,
Hey,
Shout out
Hell
exactly.
Mush.
no.
The
Shout out
Rocky
Mush.
movies were fucking good.
hey,
Mush.
thank you. I was just about to say, I let you guys bring in like Star Wars, Bad Boys, all these other movies, but don't mess with my Rocky. I know that they fucked it up after the fourth one, after he beat the Russian. It should have been Nate. I don't need that him coaching and all this other bullshit. But yeah,
But
they're
Mush
Nah,
still
did
bro,
point
great.
fuck
out.
that. They're all
Mush.
great.
But the point
Yes, they
exists.
are. But they're the
They
Hey,
best.
they
yo,
exist.
let me pop off
Those
for a
movies,
second.
hey, that's the fact, Martin. Those
Hey,
fucking
oh,
movies were good.
oh
These
yeah,
guys don't
Let him
even
pop
talk
Yeah,
off.
shit.
but
they're
these
great.
fights suck.
Hey,
I
They
don't
don't
can
even
even
I
want to
just
talk
see them.
shit.
So let me guess. This is what they're gonna do, right? So
Hey, that pig want to pop off.
Hey, oh no, I just wanted to say that I for
West
sure
cut
agree
but
out.
with.
I
Wait,
guess he's gonna get like
There you go.
decapitated in the ring somehow, right? Like, oh my God, Figgy's injured, and then
Yeah.
Moreno has to avenge Figgy or some crap like that. Man, we don't want to see
It's gonna
that.
be another.
We
It's
don't
gonna
want
be
to.
another fucking
So then
press
it's gonna
conference.
be
It's gonna be,
Figgy versus
yeah.
my fault, Moreno versus Al Bassi because Al Bassi sat here and hurt him or some crap, and I'm in his corner. Like, I
Nah,
don't want to see this crap, man.
it's gonna be another press conference where Moreno is talking really nice, and then Figgy talks shit, but we don't know he's talking shit till like 30 minutes later because his translator sucks. And then Moreno has to try to play nice again, and then Figueredo's gonna talk some more shit, and we're not gonna know
wait,
for another 30 minutes. This is
wait,
All
where
right,
we're
all
headed.
right. Listen,
what?
listen. Dead picks, go off. We haven't even talked about a real fight in 15 minutes. Dead picks, go ahead, man.
Yeah, what do you call it? But just for narrative's sake, Mush did point it out. What do you call it? What do you call it? In the
I mean,
Rocky
why y'all call
movies?
him Mush? Where that Mush come from? Why y'all
I
call
Bro,
him
know.
ain't you
Mush?
never
What?
seen
You
a
ever seen a
Bronx
Bronx
Tale,
Tale,
bro?
bro? Come on, man.
Bronx Tale's a fucking banger.
Just make him watch
No,
it.
let
Don't
Dead
even
go.
fucking tell him. Don't tell him.
Y'all let Dead go.
All right, yeah, it's my bad. So,
The $20 rule, bro.
Mush did fucking point it out. What do you call Brandon? What do you call Is just like the Rocky movies. Fucking Rocky. What do you call fought the first 3 fights or some shit or 2 fights. I forget. Fucking in America.
It's
Then he
two.
goes what do you call into enemy territory. I'm like, damn. Like I kind of like put in my head for like a quick second. Like what if it's like awesome narrative shit? Like what if Brandon fucking wins? You know, like god damn. Then what
Who cares if he
happens?
wins? That's the problem. Here,
But
here, put up a poll. Here, put up a poll. Who gives a shit if Figgy wins?
okay, but
Uh,
UFC, bro, the UFC
who
wanted
gives
to
a
make this
shit if
fight
Moreno
four
wins?
times. Who
Bro,
who's to
no
say the
hands
UFC
went up.
wouldn't?
No
An
hands went up. In
interesting
this
thing
whole
to
ass
note,
room, no hands went up.
going into
None.
this fight
That this
is
room is obviously
Figgy
no
is
no one wants to say it, but
32
I'm talking about like
going into
bro,
this
like if
first
the
fight, and
UFC
now
wants
he's
to do that
35.
bullshit.
And I just think that's an interesting thing to note, you know.
No, what? Say it again. Say it one more time.
Wait, what?
I say it one more time, Prodigy.
Nah,
But
15 minutes, bro. We
Hey,
laughed.
all right, wait.
I wanted to see what he was gonna say. That's it. Shit, fuck it.
Baby
But then
I
he
too.
quit
wasn't muting
talking.
Prodigy. I wasn't
He
muting Prodigy.
interrupted
I was
dead.
muting the back noise.
Hey, so no, wait. So I just have one last comment because I agree with most of y'all, and I'll have this thing. Okay, first of all, if you guys have any questions for Rocky, just tell me. I know them. Second of all, I agree with Andrew for sure. Like, here's the thing that happened though. Moreno finished Figgy in the second fight. That should have been it. Figgy shouldn't have came back. But then he started pleading with Dana. Oh, Dana, Dana. That's because I was sick in the first one with the flu, and then turns out that they took up a point because judges are stupid, even though it was in Vegas. So then they gave him the third one. They shouldn't have given him the third one. They should have moved on. And then there was what Pantoja. There was some other better guys. There was the other Brandon Royval. But then Figgy came back and then he won that one 3-2 rounds. I don't know why he fought that third one, but after that one, like Andrew said, it should have been over. He finished him, submission. That was done. On to the next. It is what it is.
That's right. You said it. Don't let no one else talk, Marin. On to the next.
Okay,
Main
What you got?
event, man. Main
we
event
on to the
time,
main
man.
event, guys. Rocky's the best movie ever. All 6, 9 of them now with the Creed. Creed also counts.
Go, man. What's next? Go.
Okay. Well, as you know, it's the main event. Okay, I've got the title of the tape here. So it's Glover Teixeira, ranked number 2 against Jamal Hill, number 7. Poor Anthony Lionheart Smith. They passed him over, but whatever. Glover is the dinosaur. 43 against Jamal Hill. 31. Glover's 33 and 8 in MMA. Jamal is 11-1 with 1-0 contest. Jamal's coming off that win, as we know. Glover off that loss, losing his title. Glover 6'2", Jamal's taller 6'4". He also has a better reach, 79 inches compared to the 76. Also better leg reach, 43.5 compared to the 42.5 of Glover. He's the bigger favorite now. It was barely like gotta pick him. Now it's minus 140 for Jamal, plus 115 for Glover. And as y'all are saying, I really hope Jamal wins, because then Glover's gonna win, retire, and fuck this all over again for the light heavyweights. But I think Andrew had a first. Joe, go ahead.
I'm just gonna say I'm Team Jamal all day. Team Jamal all day. I'm very excited about this. The thing I notice most in all of this, though, is I just want Glover to make weight. I want him to make weight so bad. Not because he doesn't make weight, because Anthony Smith is a smooth motherfucker. You hear what he did? He had a fight against Jamal Hill. And then the fight got canceled. So Jamal Hill was like, yo, why don't you help me train for Glover for some reason? Or maybe Anthony Smith called him like, yo, I could help you since we're not fighting. So then he trained with Jamal for like a week. And then he flew out of there and called the UFC like, yo, yeah, definitely make me the backup for that fight. And then they made his ass the backup for the fight. So whatever he learned in the gym that I don't know, I don't want to find out this time because I love Jamal Hill. So the plan is Glover makes weight, Jamal gets the KO. That's how this shit goes. Andrew, what you got?
Man, this is going to be an interesting fight. It's going to be a fun fight. Yeah, I don't care. I don't bring personal feelings into this. I know there's some shit that went on. I don't care about that. If you know anything about me, I like fading the over the hill vets. Not necessarily that Glover's over the hill, because he's not. He obviously performs at a high level. He started his career later, so he aged perfectly into the sport. But he's facing an up and comer that has like this knockout power that's like ungodly. So to say that he's a lock, I personally will not say he's a lock. However, it's pretty close to it because he's going to knock him out.
Man, that nigga's a lot.
But the only thing that concerns me is, yeah, if it gets to the ground, how many like takedowns can he withstand? But I don't even think it's going to get there. I think Glover's going to be pretty timid because I think he realizes who he's facing. He's going to want to try to feel himself out a little bit. I think Jamal's going to knock him out.
Hell yeah.
Man, my mute button was on. I don't know who went up next, but
I think it
Cade,
was
go
Bisping.
ahead. Bisbing, go ahead, let him get it.
All right, so just coming on a little thing you said. So Anthony Smith did know he was the backup before he went to train with Jamal. Jamal just fucking let him come, which is weird, but that was a thing that happened. They were supposed to fight, and then Jamal got the call. Jamal took the fight, and then Smith knew that he was the backup, and Jamal still let him come train with him, which is whatever. But hey, I think Brunson trained with Jamal too on some takedown defense. I got to take Jamal in this fight. I think Jamal's going to be the first one to make Glover look like a 43-year-old man. I think he's going to be the first one that really shows that age. I don't know. I like Glover in that fight a lot. I really do. I think it could be a thing where it's like Izzy versus Alex Pereira, where Glover takes him down a few times, kind of dominates the first couple rounds, and then I see Glover knocking him out. I got Glover by KO.
Yeah, you said you got who by KO?
I'm in Hill. My bad, Hill.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought you meant, bro. Wes, go ahead.
Man, y'all acting like this fight not in Brazil, man. Like I want Vinny to speak on this because I mean at the end of the day it's in Brazil and it is what it is, man. Like, it's there for a reason. I have the under personally, because
But
I
Wes,
do
they
think
can let Glover lose because Shogun's gonna get the big hoorah at the end of the prelims.
I don't know, man. Like, at the end of the day, like, I don't think Hill is a lock. I do know this. This is where my narrative side comes in. I gotta give Library his credit, man. When the
Nah, man,
library is
Tape, man,
open,
Tape. I
when
thought
the,
Tape West was back, man.
I
Stop
mean,
playing.
all right, if we go, I'm on the tape. West said I'm taking the under. Like the under is a lock to me. But like
Don't get loud,
my
West. Now, don't get loud.
the under's a lock to me. But like I don't think Hill is a lock because my thing is all it takes is one takedown. He's gonna get subbed. And I don't think that it's like
Oh,
a hundred.
he is not a lock, Wes, and he should be a dog. Like I want to be clear. Like I'm with you on that.
Yeah, okay. All right, respect. Cause I mean I see a lot of people are like, man, Hill for a fact, man, it's new era. And I'm just like, man, it's the same guy that like, cause I remember I had Craig against him and I knew I said it's gonna get on the ground somehow. It got on the ground and Craig did what he did. And he broke
Yeah,
his arm.
No,
I
I
was
people
don't
gonna
want.
saying
say,
that it's
but
a
to be
clear cut
fair, he
fight.
broke his arm, and Jamal was pissed that the fight was
Hey,
over, not
yeah,
that
yeah,
his
yeah.
arm was broke.
People
I
that say
I
mean,
it's a
want
clear
to
cut fight
re-clarify.
for
It's not a
Jamal
lock for
Hill
me
are
either.
crazy. Like,
It's not a lock for me. It's not a lock for me. But I just think that age catches up to a person, and I think that Jamal's going to be the first person that shows Glover's age. Personally,
I
So
respect
West,
it.
you on Glover West?
I told you I'm on the under. I just
Oh
think
yeah,
the
the
under.
under. I'm tripping. My
Yeah,
bad.
I think the under. I swear on my oh my god, if this damn fight is a repeated jury and these mofos go over the damn 2.5, man. Cause like I don't see it. This time I do not see it. I don't see it.
I
I
was
feel like
shocked Jamal Hill's the favorite, dude. To be honest with you,
yeah. I mean, well, we're gonna see, man. I don't know. It was kind of weird, but I don't know. I just think if Glover gets him down, I really do think he can get the sub on him,
oh
man.
yeah,
Like,
there's a very clear path for victory for Glover. I mean, he can get it done both on the feet and on the ground, but I would think the ground would be a clear path for him.
I mean, that's what they said was Yuri. Man. They didn't think he was gonna get it done on the
well,
ground.
that's
They
the only
decided
problem.
with
That's
the
the only problem
hands.
with Jamal being the favorite. There's more paths to victory for Glover.
yeah, so like
Yeah,
if
but
we
okay. I just gotta say this before man, the Yuri sub shit, bro. You don't, man. It looks so fake.
That was
Whole
that was
shit
whack
looks
as fuck.
so fucking fake, bro. You don't hear me say fights look fake. You've never actually heard me say it about a fight. I would say in 8 months of talking about fights every fucking week, you've never heard me say one looks fake. Like I looked at my boy sitting right next to me and was like, that did not look real. And he looked at me and was like, that was some weird shit right there.
It looked like Glover just gave up. I mean,
Bro, it looked like he
jiu-jitsu.
they
just sat there and waited, like, okay,
Yeah,
kid, you're
nah.
fucking up. Come on, come
they,
do this. What the
they
fuck are you
whispered after
doing?
the fight too, bro. Remember they was whispering like that's what I'm saying. You just
I was trying to approve one. I muted everybody. What were you saying, Wes?
I'm just saying, bro, this might have been the plan all along, man. It might have been, hey man, we're gonna go get you that belt in Brazil, man. And everybody thinking, oh, Hill, it's his time. Hill can take an L, man. Uh-oh. Glover, Viva la Brazil, man.
No,
Glover gets it done, man.
no,
What you got, Cade? Go ahead. You had your hand up for a while.
Nah, I was just gonna say like at first I was kind of on Glover, but I'm kind of more leaning towards Hill now because I mean I don't know, man. I feel like it's just kind of like Hill's time, but I mean I was at the fight when he fought Paul Craig too, so it's like if Glover does get it to the ground, I mean it is what it is. I mean it's kind of one of those fights that I feel like could go either way. It's just where the fight stays and how long it stays in that position. If it stays standing too long, then I think Jamal's going to catch him. But if Glover gets him down early in the fight, I think he could finish it early too.
So
What
I'll
you got,
say
Will?
I agree with you to some extent there. I think if it goes too long, I worry that Glover may find a way to sneak it out, but there's definitely an early window where Glover can try to do something because the second half of the first round, like, man, that is knockout fucking city for Jamal Hill catching Glover, in my opinion, man. Dead picks, go ahead.
Nah, it's Will. Go ahead and let Will go.
Okay.
Yeah, I might just take Glover because Hill seems too easy in this spot, like minus 135. I got to see what the market says, but Hill just seems too free. Seems like a trap.
Man, y'all thinking too much.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
man.
you go, and then you gonna be crying when it happens. Like, I'm out, bros. Like,
Yeah, and like every time on these pay per views, you see the main event favorite lose sometimes.
Fuck you, West.
Man, I'd have to go back. We had the 2022 favorites main event numbers. I can tell you how that went on pay-per-view cards actually. It should only take me just a second right here. It
Hold
should
on, Joe.
be
Can I pick a bone real fast?
yeah, get it.
All you motherfuckers gave me so much shit about Justin the last couple weeks over fucking Fazeev, and now these motherfuckers are in the group chat talking about Justin gonna beat Fazeev now. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm sick of
it's
this shit.
beyond our control, bro. They
Lines,
open.
the
Hold
No,
on,
bro.
bro.
lines.
No,
Hold on. No,
they open Justin
let
as
me
a
get this off my
200.
chest, Wes. The last month and a half, I've gotten shit on about you fucking dick riding Justin, this and that, this and this. Fazeev gonna starch that
To be fair,
motherfucker.
you was dick
And
riding.
now, hold on. And now we up in the group chat talking about his fate is sealed. Justin gonna beat him. Strategic. Man, fuck out of here.
The
Hey,
lines.
Cade. Hey, Cade. Cade. Can you hear me?
What's up, Joe?
You didn't see me type none of that bullshit.
Hey,
That's
Kate,
why I
I
did
just
drop your name.
hey, Kate, I wasn't saying that Justin was also ducking him. I was just hearing y'all talk because honestly, like, I don't know anything about that, but I'm still saying the PCO will beat him. It will
Hey,
be a good ass fight,
hey,
though.
look, I don't give a fuck now that you guys are changing your opinions. If my boy Justin puts that boy Fazeev out, I'm
I'm on.
talking my shit.
I'm talking. I'm gonna be talking my shit too because I'm gonna be on Justin. I'm cashing that. I'm smoking that Fazeev pack.
I'm
Hey,
gonna be talking about shit on
like
something
I
else
told
in
you,
a
I
minute.
like Justin. I don't care about Fazeev. I don't even. Does he speak
Man,
English?
Fazeev got that all day, man. Y'all niggas tripping.
Nah, bro. I don't know, bro. And now when that line flipped and he was negative 200, I seen that before. Drive, he not lying, bro. We done cashed that shit too many times. Seeing, watching people bet and flip the line, just watching, laughing. Like, watch this shit happen. They gonna lose.
Hey,
They
so we're
open
done with
that.
the main event,
They
boys.
open. They open
Yeah.
that
All
line
right.
at
Hold
negative
on.
200.
Hold on. Does anybody else got something on the main event?
I
Hands
do.
up.
Man, here all day, man. Fuck that
Yo,
negative
yeah.
Good
shit.
man, baby. Hill all day. But that shit is not safe money. Let's
Man,
be
it's safe money, man. Guaranteed.
So you know
That is
what?
no
Let's
guarantee,
give him
man.
hell. I'm
Hey,
gonna give him I gotta give him hell like he give me. So he a lock, huh? He 10,000 lock, huh, baby? He
Man, he
10,000 lock, huh?
50,000, nigga. 50,000, nigga.
Okay. Okay. Show the ticket then, no cap.
Shit. You want to see the ticket? I bet. Give me one
You
second.
gonna fuck around
100,
and make baby drop
100K.
50 grand on this dude, bro. Come on, man. Come on. He's like a minus 105, slim as fuck or something. Come on. What is going on here?
No peer pressure over here. No worries.
I've seen
Nope.
D Baby
Yeah.
drop 10
Peer
grand
pressure,
on
peer
minus
pressure, peer
50,000
pressure.
though.
Hey,
Oh,
but for
shit.
real though, I honestly do think there's a point to what Will was saying, man. Like for real, like there's always that fuckery on the main events, you know. And it just sounds too good to be true, you know. Jamal Hill, fucking, you know, open like like a minus 105, like damn near pick 'em. It's like fuck. It's like I don't know. I'm tempted. I'm very tempted to bet Glover just because wouldn't it be fucking beautiful for Glover just to go off in the sunset, you know? Like, you know, it just sounds too good to be true. And Jamal Hill could always get paid back, you know, like on that Kanye West, you know, like what do you call whatever they told the fucking doing the Kansas Chiefs, you know, oh we got you back for next Super Bowl. Like I'm on that. I could see that, you know, like I just think, you know, fuck, like it's not over for Jamal Hill if he loses, you know, like he still has all his career to go. Like, you know, if he loses this one, it ain't
Bro,
really
so
that
what?
important.
If Glover wins, what? He gonna defend it again 2 more times, man?
Yo, D Baby, let
He
me
I'm
gonna
on
get
stay
that. I
Glover
carrying
get
that
it.
shit.
Teixeira. Let me get Glover Teixeira for the Cinderella story, bro. one last time. Let that man get that belt. I got
Yeah.
Glover.
Yeah, I'm gonna
No,
ride with
I got
Glover.
Glover inside the
Just to
distance, boys.
vacate it, bros. Just to
y'all got
vacate it.
bro. You got me thinking even deeper. Give me Glover by KO because he gonna get fake injured. Y'all forgot about the injury bug. Remember all those fights, people getting injured or Ortega injured in the main event. Remember Aspinall, but Aspinall backstage drinking beer with Blaze. Like, yeah, man, it was all a plan, man. Like, nah, man, don't get got like that. I'm not getting got like that. Like, I'm sorry, y'all tripping. Ben
Bro, it don't
Give me
Hill,
make
Glover.
sense, Wes.
Give me
It don't
Glover.
make sense.
I'm a
bro,
diehard Small
if
Hill
he
fan.
get
Y'all seen the messages,
if
but I
he
got
get
Glover here.
if he get fake injured, right? Let's just say he get injured, right? Oh wow, Hill's injured. Then he's still preserved, bro. He's still preserved. Like that's what they do. I'm not, nah, man. You gotta think smart.
Nah, man. That's
Okay.
he'll too like his mindset too lethal for that bullshit,
Yeah,
bro.
paid athlete, man. Like he paid to do what he's supposed to do. I'm injured. Cool. Like I'm preserved. Like I'm young, I'm fresh, I'm good. Like I'm gonna be back. Like Dead Pick said, Mahomes did it. Mahomes did it for Brady, old ass. He said, cool, man. I
Yo,
give you
Wes.
listening.
Wes, my car's about to look like the mush this week. I'm gonna look like clean out here with all my dog picks. I'm going dog hunting, boys.
Man,
Hey,
fuck out of here. Come on, Trace. Hey man, just make it make sense though. Like he get the belt, just to vacate it, bro. How many times he can defend that shit,
he
man? I
It's
getting
don't
it.
all
even
business,
He
brother.
gonna
It's
lose
all
to the jury,
business.
bro. He gonna lose to the jury again.
bro, Jerry probably won't even be back until 2025, man. That nigga be 46, man. 45.
Man,
Wait,
Come on, bro.
who?
Jury Glover too, man. The sequel.
Bro,
Hey,
it's
The retirement home
2025.
battle.
All
Y'all
right, all
niggas
right.
smoking
Listen,
dick,
listen,
man.
listen. I'm gonna lap this one off. We went long on this card.